ค ทุกทีมก็คงหวังแชมป์หนึ่งนะครับแต่รอบนี้พวกเราต้องเป็นแชมป์ก็ต้องนั่งดูสไตล์การเล่นของแต่ละทีมครับในรอบเก็บคะแนนครับแล้วก็เอามาปรับใช้ในรอบไฟนอลครับ
Target aku kali ini, aku optimis kita bisa top 3 dan bisa bersaing di papan atas. Sekarang kita lagi pede-pedenya sama diri kita sendiri dan cara kita bermain as a team. Karena kita mungkin udah lama ya nggak ngerasain juara, jadi PMSL kali ini mungkin jadi pembalasan buat tim Indonesia, buat ngebuktiin lah Indonesiain dulu tuh kayak gimana.
ก็สำหรับทีมผมนะครับถ้าได้เข้าไปเล่นในรอบไฟนอลแล้วผมจะทำแผนแล้วก็เตรียมตัวสำหรับรอบไฟนอลให้ดีที่สุดครับพวกผมพร้อมแล้วครับสำหรับรอบไฟนอลผมจะเก็บเกี่ยวประสบการณ์ให้ดีที่สุดครับ
Trong vòng chung kết trở ngại lớn nhất của chúng tôi chính là bản thân chúng tôi. Nếu mà chúng tôi ổn định được tất cả mọi thứ thì mọi kết quả đều nằm trong tay của chúng tôi.
ก็คิดว่าเป็น AE ครับเพราะว่าเขาเสริมไลน์อัพมาใหม่2คนเป็นตัวยิงครับแล้วก็อาจจะทำให้เราได้แชมป์ยากขึ้นแต่ก็ไม่เกินความสามารถของผมครับก็ให้ 9.5 ครับเพราะตอนนี้พวกเราก็ค่อนข้างที่จะพร้อมครับ
Untuk aku pribadi, aku mau ngasih ucapan kepada 3 negara yang lain. Lebih ke, ya kalian kesini buat liburan aja deh. Ujung-ujungnya juga pialanya pasti bakal ke Indonesia lagi.
Mục tiêu mùa giải lần này của tụi em là cố gắng vào final của giải. Mục tiêu tại giải lần này Ngôi Esports cố gắng vượt qua vòng lít để tiến đến vòng final. Mục tiêu của tụi em lần này trong final sẽ cố gắng đạt được thành tích cao hơn mùa giải lần trước, đó là top 3.
Kalau kita orang lepas grand final, persediaan kita orang macam biasa juga before ni. Kita orang akan buat team talk, kita orang akan tengok game sama-sama, perbaiki mistake kita tengok mistake kita kat mana semua, biar game perfect.
Tahun sekarang kita lolos ke PMSL, kita mau buktiin aja karena kita komunitas, mau buktiin ke tim-tim partnership.
Yang pastinya kita main aja sih, kita nggak ada beban dan kita juga nggak ada target yang harus dicapai, jadi kita no pressure dan gue yakin kita bisa main dengan baik.
Target yang jelas pasti kita mau kembaliin piala itu ke Indonesia, apalagi ini main di tuan rumah juga, main di kandang sendiri, jadi kita dari tim Donki pengen ngambil piala itu lagi.
Kalau untuk rating sih mungkin 9/10 sih. Karena ya dari preparation mungkin lebih siap dari yang PMSL kemarin lah. Jadi ya 9/10 dari preparationnya udah mateng. Mungkin ada beberapa kendala sih kemarin, kayak ada yang sakit. Jadi yang kita harapin dari preparation kita bisa ngasih yang terbaik sih di PMSL.
Khi mình vừa ghép với nhau chưa được lâu nên là vẫn đang trong quá trình hoàn thiện đồ chơi.
Đội của em bây giờ thì còn rất là trẻ và sung sức và mình sẽ cố gắng hoàn thiện team nhanh nhất có thể để tiếp cận tới BIGETRON mùa này.
Target saya di tournament kali ini of course champion, sebab kalau kita datang sini just untuk isi slot then it's gonna be a mistake lah, sebab kita orang punya preparation pun since last 5 months is hard and we are ready to compete lah di PMSL dekat Jakarta.
Buat halangan nggak ada sih, karena kita yakin buat di finalnya kita bakal lebih baik lagi. Buat 3 negara lainnya nggak usah terlalu try hard, karena ujung-ujungnya Indonesia yang bakal menang.
Champion of 2023 PMSL Alter Ego! Alter Ego Aries, it's time for you to take what's yours!
2024 PMSL SEA Spring Finals.
Boom! Esports! Champion are here and goes to...
PMSL Southeast Asia Full
Vampire Esports!
Go! This is your PMSL SEA Spring 2025 champion,
Bisa dibilang ini turnamennya di Jakarta ya. Terus supporter Indonesia juga bisa dibilang nggak main-main lah. Lebih banyak dari 3 negara yang lainnya gitu kan. Jadi aku harap kalian bisa siapin mental nanti buat nanti di grand final, persiapin bener-bener entah strategi atau apapun itu yang bisa membangun mental kalian biar nggak kena mental lah dengan supporter Indonesia nanti, karena itu bener-bener rame banget dan bener-bener bakalan pecah lah bisa dibilang. Ya aku cuma bisa doain kalian doang dan aku harap kalian juga bisa lakuin yang terbaik lah nanti di final nanti bareng kita.
Yang pertama kita kerja keras 2 kali lipat, terus kita banyak-banyak berdoa dan kita ngelakuinnya semuanya dengan penuh hati.
Là một trong 5 đội Việt Nam tham dự giải đấu lần này thì chúng tôi luôn luôn mong muốn giành được thêm một chiếc vô địch nữa dành cho Việt Nam, bởi vì chúng tôi có đầy đủ sự tự tin và kinh nghiệm trước các đội tuyển khác.
ก็ตอนนั้นพวกผมได้แชมป์ผมหันไปมองอีกทีก่อนจะชูถ้วยเขาก็กลับกันหมดแล้วอะครับไม่รู้ว่ารับไม่ได้หรือว่าอะไรที่พวกผมได้แชมป์ในประเทศเขา
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last and defining day of 2025 PMSL Southeast Asia Summer Grand Final!
The summer heat will match the pressure on the battleground, blazing, unforgiving, and only the strongest will survive.
After today of relentless clashes, let's take a final look at the teams that are still standing strong. at 39 points, laying low, but they are not backing down just yet. Please welcome Roy Esports.
With 51 points, they fought with heart, but now they will need a miracle to rise. Please welcome MGN Vikings Esports.
Just a step ahead at 52 points. Can the community team find hopes on the battleground? GLUBLUG!
A surprise to some at 53 points. The hometown pride of Indonesia must ignite before time rounds out. Please welcome BIGETRON by Vitality.
Always unpredictable at 64 points. Watch as the Tigers brawl for a roaring comeback. SEM9.
Gaining ground at 65 points, this rising squad is quietly becoming a serious threat. Please welcome FaZe Clan.
The global sensation at 68 points. They are looking to leap into the spotlight. VOIN Donkey ID.
Sitting tied at 71 points, will their experience prove to be the sharpest weapon on this final day? Please welcome Claw Slayers.
squad built for a moment like this at 72 points. Always calm, always composed. Please welcome TALON.
Set firmly at 78 points, this legendary lineup is still hungry to reach the top. This is the Hungry Beast, Boom Esports!
Stable at 82 points. The crownless are done waiting, and it's time to take what theirs. CelcomDigi Alliance.
Climbing fast at 93 points, momentum is swinging their way to the top. Please welcome Team Secret!
Sitting at 101 points, one breakthrough game is all it takes to change everything for this Thai superstar team, Vampire Esports.
A huge leap of points at 131 points. They are back on form and looking to bring home the trophy for Indonesia. Please welcome Alter Ego Ares!
Sitting at the top with 138 points, the rising Thailand powerhouse are one step away for creating history. eArena!
Last but not least, the defending champions at 102 points. Will they hold their title as the kings of Southeast Asia? The Savior! Indonesia ini.
Wow, sekali lagi boleh kita kasih tepuk tangan yang lebih meriah. Donna, this is it. One last battleground. Of course, under the smash rules, so every point matters. And today, all eyes are on the target of the smash point. 148 points.
148 smash point untuk dikejar seluruh 16 tim di sini. Tapi Darius dan juga teman-teman semuanya, kayaknya kita mau ngecek terlebih dahulu ya semangat kalian nih di sini untuk bisa mendukung tim-tim Indonesia. We will gonna check the vibes here and also the energy around Indonesians audiences, okay?
Let's go Donna. Kita mau coba dari tim
Yel-yel
mana?
dulu kali ya,
Boleh
semuanya.
banget.
Aku pengen semuanya dari di depan sampai depan juga sih sebenarnya ini.
Dua sudut ya, dua sudut yang sama.
Sudut. Kita yel-yel Indonesia yuk. Ready?
Ready ya?
Ready? Oke.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Indonesia!
Everyone. Yang di sebelah sini.
Let's go!
Indonesia. Look at that. Bring it back. That's ours. The trophy. I believe, they believe, it's gonna be for Indonesia.
Of course, we all believe.
Yo ayo. Yo ayo ayo ayo. Yo ayo ayo ayo. Tepuk tangan dong untuk kalian semuanya.
Untuk Indonesia.
All right, the energy is electric here, and
Exactly.
we're gonna see who will bring glory to their hometown and lift the trophy as we start the final day of the 2025 PMSL Southeast Asia Summer Grand Final. So, let
the battle begin!
Can Indonesia bring it back? We will get all our answers here today. This is the grand finals of the PUBG Mobile Super League Southeast Asia Summer 2025, and we'll be your storytellers. My name is CelcomDigi together with the amazing Choo Choo. Wow, can't wait to get the day started.
Can't forget about GLU entrance. What's with the tall hats, man? I mean, even the camera having some trouble. How do we ship this? It's too tall. I mean, they definitely will be noticed, but the question is, will their performance be noticed by all the other teams out there? 148 points. That's going to be the smash rule benchmark today.
Yes, and it is the first time we're having the smash rule being implemented in a championship winning day. Before this, it's like the super weekend. So even if a team smashes it, it's like, okay, cool, you celebrate and all that. But this time, it's about lifting the trophy. And of course, the top two teams, they are close enough to meet match point after the first game. That's eArena and Alter Ego.
But we do have quite a close contender. The Xaviers and Vampires just crawling and creeping it in. But at the same time, it's all down to the second map here today. If they can actually get the first map, that benchmark point or that match point, then it's doable for the top two teams. But what they're fighting for is going to be that 200 total prize pool plus that trophy. We do know it brings back a lot of memories.
Oh yeah, absolutely right. Winners who have held the trophy, teams like the Xavier, Vampire Esports, Boom Esports, Alter Ego, they definitely want to bring it back this time. And also, let's not forget what's on the line as well as the top 3 teams who move on to PMWC. And for whatever reason, you join us for the first day. This is already the last final day in the PMSL Southeast Asia Summer. We are at the 22nd of June, the last of the last day before we lock in the champion and also the top 3 tickets to PMWC.
Close, very close, one step away only right now. Now we are down to the last day grand finals, on the June 22nd, where we're gonna have 6 maps if the Smash Rule not implemented. Still, we have no clue how many maps will ended up here today with 148 match point. It's gonna be tough for the teams at the bottom, but it's not impossible. As long as they stop the top teams from getting the chickens afterwards, it's still everyone's game.
Oh yeah. So it could be a regular day or it could be an irregular day depending on what happens today. And of course, we feature our best 16 teams from the PMSL Southeast Asia Summer 2025 this season. And they all had their respective starting points. But by now, the starting points would have been long forgotten. Everyone will focus on whatever points they have at this moment and if they can meet match point as soon as possible to avoid it being smashed by any other team.
So far, eArena and Alter Ego will be sitting too close towards the trophy at 138 and 131 points. But if the Xaviers and Vampire Esports can catch up just within the Sunhawk map, oh, it's going to be a lot of drama later on.
Oh yeah, for them to catch the match point, the Xavier is 46 points away and Vampire Esports is 47 points away. So they need like 2 really good rounds for them to be a match point. And then their third game after that will be Smash Rule. So if they can get the chicken dinner, they'll smash it, we'll lock in everything, the entire chart. For teams on page number 2, however, there needs to be a lot of work to do for all these teams.
But our teams at the top, they have to be careful of team page number 2 because they have nothing else to lose. And they will be the disruptive force so big that will interrupt them from getting those chicken dinner. We do know how the story is going to go when it comes to these second page teams. With them not having a trophy, it's not a problem. If you're not getting it, we're not getting it. No, it's going to be everyone's game by the end of today.
Oh yeah, it's wide open by then. But of course, our highlight teams here, especially in the first game, the 2 teams that are close enough to reach match point after the sign-off match is going to be eArena and also Alter Ego. But yesterday, it was a really good day for the Xavier. They're starting to catch up on the points now.
Now that's kind of true. The Xaviers, it's within 1 map. If they can score a chicken for the next one, it's going to be a big turnaround for eArena, who stands at number 1 spot. And the Xaviers, they are the defending champions and standing at number 3 right now. It's not impossible. If they can carry out the momentum just like they did, especially Levi, yesterday has been amazing. Purging the day before with those hovercraft. And Lamborghini, as always, up there to perform with his fragger action. It's doable for the Xaviers if they get this first Sunhawk chicken, but do they have what it takes?
Well, they have to get that chicken, they have to do well in the first day wrangle, and then we might be talking about them meeting match point. Unless, of course, there's a lot of unless, Arena and Alter Ego. So we'll be playing 6 matches, not like the usual 8 matches during Smash Sunday. It will be a maximum of 6 matches. It could be lesser than that, of course, but we're going to go maximum of the standard 6. So in other words, it could be either a regular day or a faster day.
Oh, so you don't want to miss any second of this channel or this broadcast. Thank you for all of you guys that have been with us since the start of day number 1 for the PUBG Mobile Summer Split 2025 this season. And also stay tuned because you miss. If there's a break, you should go for your toilet break, go grab your popcorns, but there's no break, make sure you don't go anywhere because you might miss the chance to see who's the champion here.
Yeah, so in other words, Chichi is saying, go now. You don't know if there will be a next break. But what we do know is that there will be the Esports World Cup coming soon. Top 3 from the PMSL Southeast Asia Summer 2025 will move on to the PMWC as part of Esports World Cup that will be played in Riyadh. That will feature some of the best teams in the world and a lot of prize. Ask Vampire Esports that.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be worth it for them to fight for this slot to get into the EW stage later on, which is going to be very soon as well. So time, preparation, I hope they can make it on time. But we do want to thank none other than our sponsor TECNO POVA 7 series will be the device that the players are using right now. You guys know the device if you guys been watching with us for the entirety of the league stage and including the grand finals here. And they even have the booth on site if you guys happen to have some free time just to fly over to Jakarta and try to test it out yourself. Thank you so much TECNO for being part of our journey for this season. Now, Cloud is always going to be the battle. So far, Alter Ego eArena seems to be very strong on the top 2. Who will join in the third slot? Is it the Xaviers or Vampires?
I mean, they are close though, and the difference between the Xavier and Vampire is only 1 point. So that's not much of a difference. But these teams could make a difference though. And you have the Xavier, Vampire, Team Secret, interesting. They were looking like they're making a comeback. And I picked the behind team starting from 16, GLU, Vikings, and Roy.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised with the bottom teams because they have nothing else to lose here and they have no pressure whatsoever. They're going to do their best. They might disrupt, like I mentioned before, the other teams on top to get those chickens. But also don't forget about the middle pack between these Xaviers and Vampires. They are very motivated. They know for a fact they have to go aggressive, including Team Secret, who's been consistently getting themselves in the top 5 multiple times yesterday.
Yeah, keep an eye on Team Secret. They could be the absolute dark horse here, whether it's to lift the trophy or to break into the top 3. I think if Team Secret can at least make that top 3, it is an insane story because if you remember, like day 1, they were struggling. But somehow they found their groove on the second half of day 1. Coming into day 2, they maintained their momentum. And now they're somewhere knocking on the door at least for the top 3. But who knows? With the amount of games left, 6 games to go, who knows for Team Secret, right?
Team Secret will be a dark horse. eArena, do you consider them as a dark horse here? Because we do know they have always been in there with the transfer coming up this season. Mormon joining in as well, bringing such a superb gameplay. Now, even might be the main factor they're actually going to lift the trophy this year. There's a high chance, we still don't know, because there might be also the possibility, Cloud. The team that managed to get the bench point mark like Team Secret, or even these Xaviers or Vampires, or maybe a different team entirely, who knows? That will smash it after they hit that match point.
Oh man, yep. In week 2, we did not get to see the smash rule activated. It was almost activated. And guess who actually stopped Claw from getting it? It's eArena. And now they're the ones in the running for it. So if they're in the running, okay, can you imagine this, right? If eArena meets match point, Claw will be like, oh, you did that to us in week 2, right? We're coming for you.
But Vampires have the history of good smasher in week 1. I don't know what to expect, man, when it comes to grand finals holding on to that smash rule. Now, at the same time, it's going to be nerve-wracking for eArena and Alter Ego. Can they hold the pressure of not making any mistake, the pressure of being targeted by most of teams out there? They cannot afford to be eliminated instantly, especially the very first map. They have to score those bench point mark.
Yeah, eArena and Alter Ego, they have targets on their back now from other teams. And it could even be like the behind teams because you don't want them to smash early and then like teams like Roy, Vikings get locked in at number 16, number 15. They want to try to stop them from smashing it early so that they have the opportunity to gain more points and rise up the ranking. Of course, prize pool will be part of it. But let's see what happens in Sano.
It's official now. It's our last day, the third day of Grand Finals. First map. Here we go. Sunhawk. Whoever break into the benchmark point, match point, 148 points. It's gonna be perfect. I'm so excited for this.
I know, right? The feeling is so different as compared to like the Smash Sunday during the Super Weekend. It's like, okay, you smash it, okay, it's fine. But now we're talking about the championship. Everything is on the line now. So we're gonna zoom in onto our two key suspects here. Alter Ego, they drop to their regular drop spot at Cap Alpha. eArena, they like the south side. So they drop around the area of Docks, but they have to be careful of Roy. There's one play of Roy, Mango, very close with eArena.
Hot drops. Are we having any? Alter Ego, we talked about this. Now, this can be their usual drop. It's always about the circle. Sunhawk is so circle dependent. So much at stake here, Cloud. We're waiting for the circle to pop. Will be Cam Alpha or Heartin Circle once more. Will be Tree Island, all of it inside. Do you have eArena close by watching out against Roy? Now, it's no surprise. But these Xaviers, oh boy, they cannot afford to let anybody go down. But it's going to be unusual circle. Barn it is.
Barn is the center. D Xavier lost Nate. You know what? I heard this curse from the teams before, right? And this was told to me like last season or a couple of seasons before. They say that if you hold a trophy before you lift the trophy, it's a curse. I'm just saying. We know who held the trophy during the opening. Just saying.
But they have to, because it's, they have to return the trophy they won last season to put it up there on the podium. So, I don't know. Hopefully, some of them said you might get blessed. It's a bit of a replay what really happened between some of the players just now. Sam9, the Xavier starting off as a tree, and especially the Xaviers, this is going to be so painful for them.
Yeah, I mean, they are in the chase, right, for match point. Vampire Esports, however, they'll be happy with the fact that they start off well by picking out a member of Sam9, so that's 1 point now, and they are above the Xavier. Checking out the top 5 eliminations. Okay, no surprises here. Rosemary way ahead. 30 eliminations, 7,115 damage. He is way ahead. With these sort of stats, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the FMVP status.
And there's a high chance. I do want to know who's in the running for the FMVP too, because we have a lot of great candidates this season. Don't forget about Federalis. But Federalis, yeah, speaking of BTR. It's a shame to actually see them dropping the ball in the grand finals. Because we were hoping a bit of out of the world experience with BTR lineup, with Ryan Snake performing so well in week number 2. And when you drop the ball during grand finals, that's going to hurt them so much.
I know, right? I was pretty excited as well. Like before the season started, when I saw BTR's lineup, plus Ryan. I mean, amazing players on paper. Razy is with them. Sata, arguably the most decorated PUBG Mobile player in Indonesia, or maybe even in Southeast Asia, that is. And then you have the Filipino Terminator, Federales, who's so cute at the same time, comes with a package. It's just mind-boggling to see BTR all the way down there.
That's true. Oh, Coach Ken. Hey, I love Coach Ken. Don't say that, Sways. I love the interview we had with Coach Ken earlier as well. Remember how it was a very daring question, but wait for a second. Sam9 against TALON. This is going to be the middle pack that might struggling. But my eyes are locked I'm still trying to find eArena, Altigo, especially Vampires and Xaviers. Xaviers starting off as a 3. That kind of reduced their chances to reach to the match point at 148. But eArena, if they're being eliminated here, oh, I gotta say, it hurts them a lot for the second map later.
Absolutely right. So now knowing that we're still 16 teams in, it's quite clear to the teams. eArena is just going to like stay away. Okay, we'll see you later. But Roy, maybe you might want to get something here. Or if they can get something here out of GOU, it's basically the fight for the bottom. The fight not to be at number 16 for Roy now, but eArena, Tony K, long range on the Linux.
Oh, I really wish Tony K gonna get the MVP for this season's grand finals too. He's deserving. You all want to say whatever you want to say about Tony K and Tony K, but that's amazing still. Giving a good start for the side of eArena with 1 point on his side. Tony K. Imagine if Tony K and Tony K in the same lineup. We saw the interview yesterday when the host tried to refer to Tony K or Tony K. He or she have to pronounce it very clearly.
Yeah, you have to get the R right there. Tony K and Tony K.
Toe. Is it toe or tur?
Toe and tur. Oh, but it's definitely not fair. Just got knocked. But long range, so he'll be fine.
Oh, it's going to be Ban. We know this circle will be very heavily towards Ban side. It's a lot of players trying to get to those small houses and small compounds within those forestry, mountain or small hill of Ban. But if we get there first, doesn't mean they can actually survive this longer. It's because you have to keep on going in this kind of terrain. If you stay quietly, there'll be 2 or 3 teams coming at the same time without you knowing. We've seen this happen before, like certain teams taking the sniper tower, like a very small sniper tower here, and just lay low, crawl and snake it out, wait for the right time to wait for a bait to catch into the trap.
But VOIN Donkey is not going to fall into the trap of rotation. So from Hatin, they are making the boat ride. And we don't get to see many boat rides this season in Sanhok. This is one of the rare boat rides here that VOIN Donkey decided to take. But Claw, they could be deciding to take this fight against M9, scouting out information first before going in.
Roy, taken down by GLU. eArena, they are on the hunt. Claw will be taken one by one, limb by limb. eArena, despite things are very risky and dangerous for them, they're taking the initiative to go for a hunt. They want to break their match point. They want to be eligible for the next map here, Cloud.
Oh, yes. So far, they're already at 2 elimination points, so they're edging closer. 8 points needed for eArena. Oh, make that 3 elimination points, so they're 7 points away from meeting match point. While Xavier playing without Nati, one player is all the way out there, surrounded, praying that he's not detected.
But at the same time, the Xaviers and Vampires, they need to be aggressive. They have to. One chicken dinner with single-digit elimination will not be enough. They have to step up here and push all out. Because we can see eArena, despite, we do know when it comes to the teams at the very top, Cloud, when it comes to Smash Rule, a lot of the top teams that seems to be very close to be eligible will play it so safe. But this is very different. And Mormon got finished off by KFGLU. Oh boy, they are a ripple to be reckoned with.
Okay. It's only one player, okay? It's only one player. So eArena, they're gonna play a little bit chill perhaps this time. But Sakura, knocked by Roy, out in the open, could be eliminated now. Yes, he will be eliminated by Roy. So 2 players left for eArena. Ooh, Alter Ego, they're looking at the elimination feed and they're licking the lips.
Oi. I swear, Roy right now will be the most hated team by eArena. FaZe Clan, on the other hand, managed to scout out Team Secret, another team that seems to be close for those numbers. But we do know they're probably going to need 2 games to reach towards that match point. But at the same time, if they get stunted down their growth in this map of Sanhok, that's going to be still a trouble for them. Oh, every single second matters. Every single point matters for the teams at the top 5.
I know, right? Every time they come out on the elimination field, we go like, ooh, ah, ee, ah. Like all the audio expressions come out.
It's so scary.
I'm at the edge of my seat.
And it's Sunhawk that we don't react to Sunhawk like this every day because of the smash point and smash rule. Thanks for that. Even Sunhawk seems to be super scary.
Yeah, before this, it's like, oh, Sunhawk first game. Okay, starter. Okay, yeah, fight. Okay, chicken dinner. Cool. But now it's like this Sunhawk is like, oh no. Don't know what's going to happen.
If you remember the Super Weekend Week 2, eArena, after they got eligible, they dropped the ball. You remember that?
Pressure's on when you hit match point. It's definitely a different kind of pressure for sure.
Imagine if eArena didn't score the chicken this one, didn't even break the eligible point. Because we're looking at GLU, what a troublemaker! Keep picking those fights against the teams on the top. And now it's gonna be Claw next. I think the tall hat they're wearing just now give them a different buff today.
Man, the boss of GLU is so creative to come up with these ideas. Hopefully he'll be creative enough to send us a jersey. You know, we wouldn't mind one of the Dragon Ranger jerseys. But Circle updates. Okay. Usual suspects in there? Not really.
Somehow I feel like I want to see Team Secret to actually score as chicken this one, coming up from 5th place and to be eligible in the next one. Oh. CelcomDigi Alliance in trouble. FaZe Clan. One by one, limb by limb, taken out by CelcomDigi Alliance. It's a different side completely. This is going to be on the north of Bun, at the rim of the circle. But there are some teams that are still taking things very slow. We don't see a lot of action coming up from another team that might be eligible here, Alter Ego. So I think Alter Ego is approaching this game a bit more safer. Instead of the usual, they play straight to the center, go for those frags and eliminations from afar or high grounds in every Sunhawk they did before. Very different approach for their grand finals here.
Yeah, I guess because their drop floor is at Camel Fire, so it's on the other side. But here comes DAY3.
No way!
They came, they saw, they eliminate. eArena will not meet match point.
Oh, this gotta hurt eArena. Oh, I want to see the players cam one moment right now. How would he react to this? Didn't even break into the match point yet and taken out as the first team. But not just done. Team Secret now going against DAY3, who only have 2 players left. Will Team Secret be the dark horse here?
Oh, man. Okay, Team Secret. They showed up on the elimination feed earlier, but don't follow up yet. Instead, it's going to be Boom Esports trying to follow up onto Alter Ego. Here comes Alter Ego. Still on the outside of the circle. The team that's going to block them from coming in is going to be Boom.
Alter Ego has been very disciplined approaching this first Sunhawk of the day. Not getting into as early as possible, slowly take it in. I agree with a drop spot due to the circle itself. But taking a bit of a blue zone, rotate themselves a bit further than the usual teams who cut across straight to bomb. So try to find an entry freeway just to get into the circle safely. They know what at stake here. They don't want to be like eArena. Scored 3, but way too early before breaking to match point.
Yes, and Alter Ego at this point, they are 17 points away from meeting match point. So they need a chicken dinner with at least 7 eliminations. Of course, the body count is still enough. But now, we're zooming onto VOIN Donkey. They seem to have a sneaky idea against Redface.
I don't think Redface knows. It's all about time. Crazy. Razak and Zeta. Micro Uzi in his hands as the circle shrink. There's 2 rocks in between Redface and the rest of VOIN. But Ban will be 100%. Here comes. He didn't drop a nade first. Do they know? Oh, no, he knows. He knows. He heard those footsteps coming up from Redface. He's being surrounded completely. Team Secret is dead. Surprise! Mother! Father! Oh, that's gonna be Redface on the ground. His knees. Claw 1 by 1. Surprise! What a guerrilla strategy coming up from VOIN Donkey, surprising the opponents like that from behind.
Like a true soldier, VOIN Donkey approached that one. Red Face, one of the key players of Claw eliminated, and now Claw only has their IGL, Boo, as we see him on screen, trying to fend off not only VOIN Donkey, they know that he's at the sniper tower now.
And how to hide yourself, Boo. Oh man, it's gonna be tough for Claw. Slowly taking out limb by limb by the players outside, and that's gonna be the last member of Claw as well. Team Secret on the other hand, smashing, not yet. Taking out all these Xaviers play one by one, leaving only one out. Well, Alter Ego, they try to be as disciplined, re-rotate themselves in a longer rotation. But Leo's managed to knock down on Rosemary with that hand grenade just now. Here comes another nade coming in, flying towards Moana. This seems bleak on Alter Ego's side.
God, Timmy OP from the lower ground. Moana is still in the game though. Rosemary is the one that's out. So it's down to Krypton, Alpha, and Moana against CelcomDigi Alliance. And nade sent onto Moana. That's a lot of damage, but he's still up yet. And here comes another nade by Krypton, but not high enough. Nade onto Moana, this time by Leos, will ensure that he goes down.
Not the entirety of Alter Ego being wiped up there. They still have two members standing up. Only one being knocked down. A bit of difficulty for the side of CelcomDigi Alliance to pin them down with those nades. Due to the slopes of the hill, they need to go towards the side of the ledges to fire it on. Do they have smoke? That's the question with the Blues are coming in. All they need to do is just wait it out, but boom, come out from behind. This might ultimately save Alter Ego from being wiped out completely.
Oh yeah, it's probably going to be a saving grace. But Boom Esports and their presence will not save Alter Ego from the blue. Moana's helping chuck down. Olio will be eliminated. Adelu goes down. Here comes the shot from behind to take down Krypton. Right now, Alter Ego, only Alpha left.
Oh boy, this is going to be tough. Alva is the last man standing coming from Alter Ego. Have to approach this very carefully. They need those points, at least some rank points, but the Blues will hurt them and burning off alive. Oh, well, the time's ticking. Stage number 6 hitting in 40 seconds. Still got plenty of first aid, but will be enough? I don't think so. It's quite far still from the circle, and Boom will stop him from advancing. And VOIN Donkey, being the snake they were before, managed to get a compound, but it will pull away. Will be the dark horse. Team Secret scores a chicken this one.
Oh yes, they have the circle. They have the compound inside of one right now. Alva still surviving. He has a handful of first aids. But how long can he survive? Let's see. Depending on how many teams will be eliminated. And here is Break here from the lower ground. Fearon spots him out, and now Break is in trouble. 50% of health. He pulled the trigger first, and now Fearon will be looking for him.
This is the most careful Sandhawk we haven't seen in our entire life. Everyone treading this so carefully, but we can see a toss of nade flying over to his claw. Boo Boo still survives somehow. Alva, where to run? There's no empty space. You're gonna get shot down. Alter Ego, they're still not breaking those match points yet, just like eArena, and they're still far from breaking the match point. We spotted out by Traxy. 7 spot them out. There's going to be a lot of information regarding the position here. The spawn point where we know everybody's waiting while getting into the lobby. This is the place. But for Traxy and Alva, it's going to be mano to mano. But it's all about time. BTR and Team Seekers waiting up there.
Look at the Alter Ego fans. They're going insane right now. Everyone's praying hard for Alva to survive because right now we are at 8 teams. The longer Alva survives, the more placement points he will get. Traxy in front of Alva, and Alva is praying hard as well that he'll get stage 6 circle.
Have to be careful. Here comes the Molly. Will force Traxy from his hiding spot to stand up. Here comes a second one to make sure he will completely get burned. He's being barbecued. Yes, of course. Traxy running away towards behind that one rock. He got only band-aids to actually heal himself, and now going to use the first aid. Not enough time. Here comes the shot to the side of Alva with a DPS. He secures elimination. That scores another one for Alter Ego, but those shots triggered the alarm towards Team Secret. They are definitely interested in taking Alva out.
But now we shift our attention over to Vampire Esports, playing by the edge of the circle. Right above VOIN Donkey. Bonbit will take away Zeta. Circle update. Vampire Esports has the circle. Team Secret plays somewhat still at the circle on the left side as well.
and huge compound to work with. Those double warehouse will make so much work for the other team to flush them out. And it's still part of it inside of a circle. Vampires on it, spotted out the snakes before. Razek's down. It's going to be on to finish them off. They might even spot out booming along the way. It's going to be 2-in-1 for them. This will be plenty of elimination for Vampires who still have a 3. And don't forget, they're one of the top 3 teams that aiming for that match point as well.
Yeah, opportunity for the Draculas to bring in more elimination points as they want to catch the match point. It's still possible for them, but they need a lot of points this round. Bombit receives damage from the other side. And guess who is still at the high ground? It's still Vampire Esports. They lob it across, but look who butt in. Federella's onto 0.
Oh, Potato in between. He got sandwiched. Vampires, look at the nade. Just raining over to the side of Boom. And Potato might get caught in the process too. And the Potato is aiming for Boom. Boom. The blue zone start to close in. They're being sandwiched so hard. Being keeping at bay by the teams. And after Eagle Alpha still alive back there, we can see a bit of a glimpse of them just now. And Pombit and the rest of Boom have to readapt themselves regarding the situation here. They have the low ground, but at least they got a couple of structures to take covers. Those 3 will cover them temporarily, but have to cut across into the circle. That's a tough one with those high grounds right across them.
No circle at all for Vampire Esports. Now they will be on a vehicle. Now rushing in, going to the lower ground, joining the phrase of Boom Esports from afar. Yummy! Knocks down Mela. Vampire Esports, they still need to survive, but can't say the same for Alpha. Alpha eliminated. Number 7, 2 elimination points. Alter Ego. They need more rounds.
They need one more round to go back. Potato in between. He got around it, but here comes BTR. Spray one is pretty much wrapped. Oh, but unfortunately, the rest of them on in the front line taken down as well. BTR, they fought back with Boom from behind Vampires. That's a no-no for them to reach the match point as well. Is it going to be Boom? Team Secret got wiped as well. Nobody that seems to be close to eligible points will take this first map away.
Not yet, but we will still need to see who gains this chicken dinner. Now within the circle, it's going to be FaZe Clan. BTR coming in, closing on the FaZe Clan. Boom Esports across. Razy spotted out by FaZe Clan. Eliminated. Now it's between Boom and FaZe Clan.
Ooh, FaZe Clan since yesterday. They've been quiet, but Boom got 10 eliminations. Will be enough for them to actually push towards the match point very soon. If they score a couple of more from FaZe Clan, they definitely not going to make into the match point yet, but close enough to be another contender for the top teams.
Surely they want to close the gap and give themselves a chance to smash it later on. But now the pressure is onto Boom Esports. They have to move forward. Circle not favoring the 0, takes a lot of damage, but somehow still manages to survive 10% of health. Now preparing his nade against Red Bull. Red Bull lobs a nade onto 0. 0 has to step away, but 0 splash damage onto him. But they got Red Bull. Now it's only Shopper against the wall. 1v2.
No way.
1v1 against Yummy. Shopper with the DBS gameplay. But the DBS game. Yummy. Unfortunately failed. It was Boom. No,
it was Boom.
It is Boom.
It's Yummy. There's no way Yummy can fail CQC. Arguably one of the best player with a DBS, with a shotgun play in the CQC in close quarter combat. Yummy never fails. That's what he knows. That's his strength. And that's why he pushed forward to finish off despite the terrain was a bit challenging in an open space with no covers whatsoever. He made the call anyhow. But Boom! Now it's still not going to be enough. They're starting off with the 70s, but they are now in the 90s, or even close enough to hundreds. Oh, the first game, the first map of Sunhawk, the top teams that can be close enough to eligible towards those match points eliminated this early, open up so much for the other teams to catch up.
12 eliminations for Boom Esports in game number 1. 22 points. Yummy with the final blow brought Boom Esports 6 eliminations and a total damage of 855. What would Boom do without Yummy? Yummy is still at its best, especially with the new implemented IGL mastery on the lineup. Open up the opportunity, open up the best of Yummy to score the first chicken dinner here today to bring in 22 points for Boom Esports. Surely they are not at match point yet, but they edge closer and closer to match point. 22 points is a no-joke number here. Boom Esports, check out the highlights.
Woo, what a start for our final day in the grand finals. Yeah, Boom, BTR, Vampires and FaZe Clan once more since yesterday, not stopping, getting themselves always at the top 4 teams. Yeah, and BTR finally rising up in the very last day. But for Vampires, they have some points, but it was a very difficult circle. We have to give them that. Bunny's in a very open area and barely have a lot of good compounds in there when it comes to the last few circles. But nonetheless, Boom, getting it closer for the match point.
Well, the guy that got closer, or, well, he's not close. He's on top of it. MVP. Yummy from Boom Esports. 6 eliminations, 855 damage. Multiple MVPs by now. Who knows? Yummy could be in the running to be the FMVP too.
Yep, there's a lot of contention when it comes to the FMVP or the Grand Finals MVP. Yeah, one of it will definitely be Yummy. And we saw that yesterday as well. Rosemary is in the run for that. So there's also 30k perhaps, but Boom, 22 points this time. They are getting it closer. They definitely pushed themselves to the top 5, but I don't know who got pushed down. And FaZe Clan, slow and steady. Hopefully it's not too late for them to push up. Singers for BTR.
Oh, BTR at least. For game 1, they give it back to the fans. 10 points collected by them. But the only team to not score any points at all is going to be Claw. Our top suspects, Alter Ego and eArena, both of them on pace number 2. Both of them happen to have exactly 3 points. Even Xavier, the next contender, is also here with only 2 points collected. So definitely nobody's at match point yet. And this is a confirmation.
Oh, still closing up for eArena. 7 more points to go. Well, Alter Ego, they have still over a double digit for them to reach out to the match point. But when you look at the numbers, Boom just hit that 100 mark. And they still need 1 more map. Can they score 48 points? We've never seen that kind of big volume ever in one single map before.
I mean, to score 48 points is chicken dinner and eliminate 38 other players. So, yeah. And that's like, what, half the lobby. So, unless they start shooting in the plane, then yeah. But if not, then it's kind of difficult. But it's not an easy chicken dinner, of course, for Boom Esports, but they do score it anyway. But we're done with Sanhok now. eRangle next.
Oh, this is where things get spicy. We've seen eArena just now. They still managed to secure a couple of points. They're not playing it too safe, but still get some progress out of it. And they're the closest one. If they score a chicken, it's going to be big. But what's bigger is going to be this one. We can't wait for them to actually come in on July 8th. That's going to be How do you sing it? More than meets the eye. Is it too?
Yeah, you got it right. You got
Kind.
it right.
So the collaboration with Transformers will be in the latest updated version 3.9. It'll be dropping it big on July 8th. So make sure you guys choose your side wisely. You want to be Autobots or Decepticons. Or you can be half and half if you get one blue eye and one red eye. Both sounds very sick, but choose your side, guys, on July 8th.
Just like how you would choose your side with the current event, which is the Attack of Titans. Whether you're on the Titan side or you're on the, what do you call the
Scouter.
The Scouter side. Okay. The Titan side or the Scouter side, people. It's only available, again, limited amount of time until the 6th of July. So that's like what? 2 more weeks to go for you to enjoy this event in PUBG Mobile. Make sure you log into it because it comes alongside with new Titan set and also exclusive gear as well. You don't want to miss out on this one because it might not come in the future. You don't know. So make sure you log in, do all the tasks, add it to your collection, and flex it to your friend.
Oh, today's circle. I don't know what to expect for today's circle. And it's so much, there's too much at stake here, Cloud, when it comes to Smash Point implemented for a grand final last day. Man, I mean, we're starting out with a very uncommon circle of Bun. I don't know what else when it comes to Erangel. We had crazy irregular circles when it comes to Erangel itself. And it will be very tough for teams like Alter Ego and as well as eArena to actually close the game. Now, it's always going to be the case they can score the chicken now, but not later, where the chicken really matters.
Yeah. But they still need to score the chicken later after meeting the match point. If not, then it's like, why did we score the chicken now, right? Because they only need like, what, a handful of points. For the record as well, right? I also want to put it out there that we have not so far got a, after the first game, nobody is eligible. Normally, like, oh, after the first game, you get like somebody's eligible. But this time, nobody.
Yeah, once, I think last week we didn't get anybody to be eligible first as well for the Smash Rules Sunday. It was after the second match. But one time these Avians last season, they had that eligible points since after the first map. They didn't score any afterwards. That's the case of last season, but it wasn't in grand finals. With so much at stake here in the different circumstances, it's going to be difficult to call it out. I want Team Secret to be the, the dark horse and the underdog here. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, that'll be fun. Team Secret smashes it. They came from nowhere. They were like on second page, somewhere at the end, and they slowly found their momentum. They rise up, and now they are in the running for something special. But the something special will need to be found by either eArena or also Alter Ego this time. If not, by the third game, there could be other teams to be able to meet match point.
Like we mentioned, the longer they cannot get those chickens and be eligible for the top 2 teams, is like opening a Pandora box. More and more surprises later by the other teams, especially teams at the very bottom, with 5 more maps to go. 5 more chances for eArena and Alter Ego to close this match. We have new contenders rising up, including Boom, who just got himself that chicken just now.
Oh yeah, Boom Esports could be the surprise one. Who knows, right? Who knows? Oh,
Return out succeed.
Yeah,
BTR fans.
I mean, he's on loan to Claw, so technically, after the season, he can come back to BTR.
I like the black BTR jacket. So cool. I don't know if they actually sell it in the venue.
No idea. Need to send a spy there to check out.
Yeah, and send him money too, so he can buy us or try to get a free one.
I wasn't thinking about the money part. I was just thinking about like, can BTR just send it to us? You know, they have a lot of money anyway.
Yeah, we have none. So it would be great to have freebies, guys. We're more than happy, whatever you can give. We're that desperate. But more desperate is going to be the teams that are really close to get those match points. But when it comes to the third slot, if a team from behind going to smash it, who will get the third slot? It's always going to be the contender of third slots, because right now, eArena and Alter Ego seem strong with the numbers up there.
Oh yeah, eArena and Alter Ego is still very, very close to be in the running. Other teams will need at least like this game to perform, and then we'll talk about it in the following game. BTR, they should still remain the same lineup of playing Ryan in it. Okay, we didn't get a good view, but later in the game, we will.
It's a wrangle, and we don't know when it comes to wrangle. Be prepared for a bombastic, explosive performance by the teams, because this is where the elimination is going to get crazy, and the bottom teams will try to make sure the top teams will get eliminated early too, so they have to watch their backs, because right now Alter Ego, eArena, nowhere is safe. The only way to live is to fight.
I get that reference now. We have talked about Attack on Titans enough times by now. But now flight path. Okay, we're going to see a southern-ish flight path. So we're going to start from the left side of Hospital all the way to Novo, Vampire Esports. We'll be dropping in Primos this time. But of course, we're going to keep an eye on our usual suspects. So eArena, the regular drop spot is going to be on South Jogopol. They'll be able to jump straight there. Not going to be a problem. But this flight path was a bane for Alter Ego before this. Because of this flight path, they bumped into FaZe Clan and they got eliminated early.
Yeah, because they were trying to get to their usual spot. It depends if they want to drop around Milta again. That's what happened between FaZe and Alter Ego yesterday. It's all down to the circle. Really?
Oh.
Circle on the left side? Oh, this is going to be tough for the teams coming up to its right. Will Alter Ego survive FaZe Clan a second time here? Because the first time, they didn't make it through.
Yeah, and they're still heading the same direction. Oh, I'm scared now. Chew for Alter Ego. If FaZe Clan can stop them, just like how they did before, it's crazy. But what's crazy for eArena is that they have someone in the middle of the circle now. So this is a dream start for eArena.
Yep, that's kind of true, but can they hold their ground? Last time we saw them in Sunhawk, the previous map, they weren't scared about... They put it behind regarding about the smash point, right? They just play their usual self, not being too worried about being taken out by other teams. They just play as aggressive as they used to. With this sort of flight path and this sort of circle, especially when they drop themselves early into South Jogopol just now, it's a no problem for them to just maintain it with their firepower, no questions there. But the teams, another one. Alter Ego, are they alive? Claw as well, they'll be taken out early in the last round.
So far, no indication about Alter Ego and FaZe Clan, so I guess they're still okay. And they can go back to their regular drop spots. Roy, however, they don't want the smash rule to, like, a team to smash it, because now they're at number 16. You don't want to end your journey, end your day at number 16. You want to get at least somewhere in the middle and you feel good for yourselves, right? At least you know that you did a good job. But if it ends now, then Roy, well, I guess we'll have a lot of reflection to do.
But with this sort of flight path, I'm surprised nobody actually taking the SMB early on. It's always Claw who take the SMB area, but right now they're dropping themselves a bit unusual. It's going to be right across, last time we saw around Ruins where they were fighting against Roy. While eArena, they know time is ticking, and time will be their definite either friend or foe right now. It's all about whether they can loot quickly and take their post straight away, because based on this circle, high chance we might end up probably on the outskirts or even on top of Hospital.
Or if we want to talk about like, oh, it being a grand final and the circles are just insane, there's a chance that the circle will go North Jogopol. If it goes North Jogopol, it will be crazy. Imagine all the teams like migrating up north together.
Oh, that's true. It has been a lot of bridge circle yesterday as well. So we had those northern circle in between the shooting range and South Jogopol Bridge yesterday. So there's a chance we'll actually see that one again this time.
Yeah, so we can't say no to that kind of circle, especially when it's the grand finals. And so far, that kind of trend is something that we have seen. So if any team were to have that thought, right, they would like rotate all the way up north, go past shooting range and enter back North Jogopol and be there, especially those teams that are on the right, because they have options. They can just go straight South Jogopol, that's a destination, or they can rotate up. Either one is fine for them. But for the teams that are already in the circle, very likely they'll stay where they are.
I'm looking at numbers. Roy, 100 points difference. Well, they will be the one that will make it so difficult for the top teams right now. Speaking of the top teams, 100 points. A lot of points to catch up for Team Secret, DX, and Boom seems to be in the same boat, including Vampires as well. So when it comes to the third slot to the EWC and the world stage later on, still up for contention between these 4 teams that have a high chance of getting it. It depends on who's making the mistake first at this point. There's no room for error at all, especially top 2 teams, because anybody can push them down with a smash rule.
Yeah, it depends on whether somebody smashes it as well, right? Push down is one, locking in the spots is another. So if it's locked in, obviously, then it's those teams that you mentioned. But if the game goes on and on and on, then there's still like enough games for even like teams on page 2, they can go superbly insane to be in top 3.
That's kind of true. It's doable, but there's so many conditions have to be met in that case. Now, they have to make sure all the top teams will not secure any more points to progress their point and rankings as well, which is going to be difficult because firepower-wise, the top 8 teams, we do know how great they are when it comes to individual skills and how they work around as a team. And FaZe Clan, despite their having very good consistency getting the top 5, but their firepower, except for Red Bulls, of course, firepower-wise, still not up there yet to compete with the top 3 teams. You can see that happening because of their eliminations, not as much compared to their ranking points.
Yeah, occasionally you see like Macari's putting up a performance, but they need a little bit more consistency among all the players. It cannot be just like Red Bull and friends, right? It has to be friends of FaZe Clan. Like everybody has to equally carry the weight. Just like how we see Vampire Esports. They're actually a very good example of that. Every single player is able to perform. Even the arena as well. Every single player is able to perform every round. Hence, they're up there among some of the best teams.
Yep. Yummy. Roy. Roy the troublemaker. I would love to call them that right now. Just right on top of Ruins. They're actually taking a stance on Ruins for quite some time for the side of Roy. We've seen this since the start. Now, stage 2 will be the most crucial one because nobody knows where the circle will actually hard shift. Stage 2 these days seems to be the most hard shifting circle so far when it comes to compared to all the other stages. Now, when it comes to the points, in case we don't have the smash rule implemented by end of today, it's still going to be the normal, usual rules according to the points here. But imagine, Cloud, if you might have to go down to tiebreaker for the third spot.
Oh,
That's
no.
going to be painful to watch.
Oh, no. You know what reminds me of? It reminds me of used to be Yudu Alliance. I mean, CelcomDigi Alliance back then. And Shine Like Diamond. If you remember, the tiebreaker separated them from moving next stage.
Oh, that was painful. That was heartbreaking to the core. We cannot even forget about that. Everybody was puzzled by the end of the day, and like everybody was biting their nails, hoping for them to somehow make it through. Hopefully that's not going to be the case for this grand finals, but Yummy spotted out onto Ego. That's quite an open rotation they're making. But at least there's some distance between Yummy. Yummy, when it comes to those long shots, it's not so great. But TALON Spotted out GLU. Oh, GLU instantly. KF get taken down. The TALON, they are trying to score to close the gap between them and the rest of the teams up there.
And Hexas is on the other side though. Our Yellow Ranger cooked that nade, but he kept it back. So the other members of GLUBLUG, they're still around though. One of them on the high ground. So TALON has to be extra careful not to overstep themselves. A nade sent across. So that's another clue that they're surrounded by the members of GLU.
Yep, those high grounds play a big advantage on GLU's side. But TALON, known for their defensive stands. What a nade by Hexas. It's Hexas playing. Don't forget about that. Yesterday after Hexas add into the lineup, they change so much with the dynamic. Here comes another one to drop. It's a bit over toss on the side of Hexas. He's going around, trying to get a view. Wait, he did not expect that. That was a quick thinking by Yoru.
Oh, Yoru had the advantage after doing that, and he caught Hexas off guard. Now Hexas down, Xbox down as well. Looks like GLU, they're losing the plot against TALON. TALON, they can easily pick up Acho back as a 4, so the final player of GLU will not pursue.
That's genius. 10 steps ahead by Yoru. He knows exactly what his enemy is actually thinking. Nobody would think, and nobody would think that the people that's inside will actually suddenly step out for a bit and shoot you down, just go back in. That's what Yoru literally just did. On the side of GLU, despite we saw they take him down by TALON, now they're hiking up those Agaka Mountains, spotted out by Yummy and rest of them. And now they might get sandwiched because behind, it will be Sam9 waiting at the other edge of that Gaka Mountain.
Oof. Outer Eagle, our key suspect. Oh, Rosemary. He got a ghillie suit, okay. Since he likes to play like alone, having a ghillie suit would be great, so he can try to sneak up on potential targets. eArena, on the other hand, in the middle of the circle. Now, circle shifts. eArena has it.
High chance it might shift to the right side. Got Copfield always being favored here with this sort of circle sometimes. But Vampires, they do have those terrain where it does have a lot of elevation. We've seen this sort of circle before, Cloud. And at that foot of those hills will actually play such a great barricade if they stay low for a bit and just wait things out too. But the Motown or the swamp area where eArena and VOIN Donkey, you remember this where GLU almost clutched around this area last time? A swampy area, but I don't think that's going to be inside of a circle. While the rest of the team like Alter Ego and eArena, we haven't seen a lot of action coming out from them yet. I think the main objective for them right now... Oh.
You asked for action, you're getting it too. And here comes Dap. Oh, Dap knocked. Vampire Esports rushing onto Sam9, but the nade by Yuhai knocks down Mela. Nevertheless, Vampire Esports, they still have the numbers against Sam9. It's going to be Traxi and Yuhai, the duo that has to do it against Tony K. And Tony K eliminated Sam9. Gains the 4 points, but they lose 2 players in the process.
Oh, no. Vampire is giving so much opportunity for Boom Team Secret and the Xaviers to catch up. Right now, their main target for the teams on top, they're not aiming for those chicken. They're just wanting to break that match point. But the rest of the teams out there, they're aiming for those chicken with FaZe Clan slowly losing their men. It's going to be 1 versus 1 Shopper versus Razak. That's all that's left between these two teams. Heavy casualty on both sides. And how did he even land a vehicle right on top of the roof? Well, Razak, he couldn't spot the last player. Shopper behind. He's still going to clear up all those eliminations from the side. Shopper playing around, ring around the rosy between these two teams. He's going to be switching around the shotgun and that AR. But they couldn't spot him out just yet. Tony K still alive. Shopper. Oh, this is going to be tough.
Here comes Joker though. Making it a 2v1. It is definitely so tough for Shopper right now. 50% of health left, and 30k found him. Moment and Sakura will be picked up. eArena, 3 elimination points now.
Not done yet. Team Secret, who managed to get down on Boom, a player first. Right now seems to be a fair fight between these two teams. 2v2, but Yummy down on the ground with Zero's nade just now. Zero's, he tossed another golden nade, but Roy. It's going to be Roy, the third party this time. Team Secret not doing the third party anymore when it comes to the last day. They actually played that Bass as a third party, but for Yummy, surrounded by Roy. Team Secret will actually take him as a bait and sacrifice Yummy, who's happened to be his enemy anyway. Take the heat! But it's Yummy and now Mastery taking with a shotgun. He clutched it, leaving Roy with only one player, Juke.
Step into crosshair of Misery, aka Mastery. But Team Secret, they're still not leaving the compound yet. They see an opportunity to gain those elimination points. Circle shifts away from these three teams. And guess who's in the middle? eArena.
The close of getting those match point here. But for Team Secret, back into the third party plays they go after they pull back for a bit. But Mastery, he managed to clutch almost the entire crew of Roy just now, leaving Juke to just flee the crime scene. While Mastery going back, resuming against Team Secret. He got another, no way. Mastery, the master of clutcher. And it seems like he's going 1v1 against Zeros. Team Secret and Boom, they're just close when it comes to their points here right now. It's all about this 1v1.
The audience now at the edge of their seat. It's going to be Mastery now against two players of Team Secret. SFK, he needs to reload right now. 8 bullets left and a dream. Here comes Mastery from the outside, but Team Secret got the best of him. As Boom Esports eliminated number 13 for elimination points. 104 points now for Boom.
Seems to be at the tie for these two teams, Team Secret and Boom right now. And Boom closing the gap there, pushing himself into number 4. While Alter Ego and eArena, both teams still having a 4. And eArena seems to be hunting people down as well. Their aim right now is reaching to the match point. It doesn't matter if they scored the chicken or not for eArena, but Alter Ego, they want to close the gap and reach towards the match point. They will want to consider this chicken dinner.
Oh yeah, absolutely right. They get the chicken dinner, automatically there will be a match point. Rosemary secures 20k. Oh, not yet. 20k knocked. Rosemary would love to take out eArena.
Oh, it's about the contenders of the Titans. There's also these Xaviers in between there. But look at the spread on the mini-map by Alter Ego. How confident they are regarding taking this angle of the circle all by themselves. There's a huge stance coming up from Alter Ego. Really solidify their positions there. But for the teams that are coming up from the north, Talon, there's Claw around them. There's also the last player of GLUBLUG.
And Talon now entering the circle. Around them is going to be Claw. CelcomDigi Alliance is here too. We have at least 4 different teams on the minimap. That includes BTR. BTR in between all these crosshairs. They have to survive this one. Yoru tapping away onto Ryan. Ryan in critical health. Needs a bit of time to heal.
This is a Claw behind Talon. He has to be extra careful. But Talon has got a 4 just now. Incredible play by Yoru. Boo-boo-hoo hiding himself to make sure he's not being discovered at all, not giving away any information. The slope of the hill will divide the teams, but if they go up a bit, it's clear as day for them to visualize anybody. But eArena, they split themselves into two different houses, even parked themselves, quite unusual for their parking spot up there. But the Xavier is waiting at the other end, so if one overpick by 10k, straight away headshot possibly.
eArena now 3 points away from hitting match point. Since they're playing in the middle of the circle, very likely they'll get the next phase. And they will. Circle shifts towards the right. Oh man, Alter Ego, they have to travel again.
The Vikings got a sweet spot himself up there. Some elevations, heavy compounds, and not just that, they can get a clear view to us, whoever trying to get into the center of the circle. But will it matter for them? Of course, as long as nobody actually reached towards a match point yet. On the side of eArena right now, they are at 145. 3 more points is all they need to make sure they will be eligible to smash in the next one.
And now Claw without the circle. Time for them to find a way to get in. On their right is going to be Talon, looking for the same objective. But Talon, they're heading towards where Claw is. Claw setting themselves up with Boo-Boo-Hoo on an off angle. But he's on the other side. He doesn't have a good view of his other teammates. They're on their own right now. Pepe on the lower ground. Talon with a high ground advantage. Pepe very low. Will be gunned down by Axel.
Axel trying to play with the terrain right now. Spotted on one. The splash actually hit from the DBS, leaving the players of Claw down to only 2 HP on Zoxy. But the Blue Zone already arrived. Here comes Linux. Try to give some cover fire and back up to a side of Axel. Axel still sprays and spotted out Zoxy. Vanilla on the ground with the Blue Zone now burning behind their backs. They need to save Yoru while Linux tried to buy time in the front. Achille will reach out towards the fallen members. While Redface, what can he do? Bubu is a bit too far for him to actually help the rest of the team. The cover fire will not visualize the players on Talon's side. And as the Blue Zone has been chasing Zoxy and Papank, Redface on the other hand, how to deal with the rest of a team that is going into. This is not going to be easy. They're not even inside of a circle for both teams, Talon and Claw.
Oh, but Talon now they're in front of these 3 Claw players. Okay, Redface, you managed to pick up one into the vehicle. Now it's a matter of survivability. CelcomDigi Alliance gets Razy. Probably it's a long-range knock. As Alter Ego now, welcome to the circle. The next challenger is going to be the Vikings.
Vikings. The teams at the very bottom there. It's all about whether they have a will to push themselves up or not. Alter Ego. They need those compound. They will try to take it out of Vikings' hand. If they can score that one, it's going to be huge for Alter Ego. But back towards Talon. They managed to get out from the slopes of the hill. With Claw managed to reset himself as well. But there's too many teams here, Cloud. There's probably 4 or 5 around this area.
Claw and Talon still very close to each other. Nate on the Redface. They clip his health a little bit. And here comes the rest of Talon. Linux comes in. They'll take on Zoxy. Now all in on the Redface. Talon eliminating Claw at number 11. 0 elimination points. No points at all for Claw.
Next is going to be Talon, and they are bombarding to a side of CelcomDigi Alliance with BTL right in between. What a skirmish it is. It seems this is going to be chaotic as we speak, and they managed to knock down 2 players of BTR. Satar will be finished off by Yoru. They're resuming in an instant for Talon after they're done against Claw, but the circle will shift right now. And Vikings compound is so crucial. Alter Ego salivating to get this compound out of their hands right now. They have to make a push. But back on the side of Talon versus BTR. BTR, they're down to only 1 player left and barely alive at that.
And guess what?
His own teammate. Why?
Oh, Talon's here at the circle. After that circle shifted, let's not forget about... Oh, not Talon. Team Secret. Team Secret still has that circle. Let's not forget about them as well. But now on screen is going to be Talon. And not only GLU, but also CelcomDigi Alliance.
Here comes Nate flying to its Noel. The moment the smoke dissipates, Achille can just spray it down, but he's not taking the risk. He's going to toss another Nate to a side of Noel. Will it hit? It's over toss. The splash damage still hit somehow. But if you can actually just move slightly to the right to those high grounds before the blues start to hit, Achille can actually visualize a perfect execution on Noel. But Noel is super lucky right now, going straight into the safe zone. And the rest of Talon, I don't think they want to just overstay themselves too long here. They need to get to the circle as well.
Well, they probably don't know that Noel is still there. Okay. Anyway, Noel, he is now in stealth mode. Let's see how long more he'll be able to survive. But can't say the same for Ryan. Eliminated. No points for BTR. GLU, Vikings, Roy still in the game. They have a chance to overtake BTR.
eArena Alter Ego Team Secret still alive in this one. And it comes to the points. Close for eArena. 146 right now. If you include the ranking points, possibly they'd be more than eligible if just to survive a couple more stages here. 8 teams remaining, with Vikings taking the solid compound down there. Alter Ego still not pushing in. Well, Talon, what is going on? eArena, Talon actually rushed towards eArena's compound straight away. Tourniquet drop on his knees, but they managed to wipe out. What a defense by Sakura to actually go out of the way to shut them down. But there's going to be a third contender coming in. It's going to be CelcomDigi Alliance and the Xaviers at the same time.
eArena, they have done enough. They're match point right now. So another side quest for them is to eliminate the closest teams at the top of the chart. The Xavier is one of them, just next to eArena right now. Is CelcomDigi Alliance having this high ground. Nades will be launched onto the lower ground. CelcomDigi Alliance, they got the second place yesterday. Through this position, they're looking to steal the chicken dinner this time.
Objective secured and mission accomplished for eArena for now. Now, can they stop these Xaviers from pushing the numbers up? Nate T coming in with the DBS. Joker recooked the Nate. Joker retreat back. But Joker, he managed to switch towards the shotgun and shoot Nate T straight on the face, while Joker tried to hope for the off angle to buy them a bit more space because the Blues start to close in. But eArena, this is going to be a bonus point if they manage to secure a couple of more points here, because right now they're already eligible for the next one smash rule. But the circle shifted once more. Alter Ego still taking their time to rush towards Viking, while the rest of the team that's still remaining fighting on the northern side of the circle.
Oh, and Nate's launched across onto eArena and also D Xavier. CelcomDigi Alliance trying to find their target. They're currently at 2 elimination points. D Xavier, 1 elimination point. Playing without Nate T. Time is on their side. 20 more seconds before the zone starts to close. The smoke is still active. Harden doesn't have good view of CelcomDigi Alliance and also eArena yet. But Levi's, he's at a position that he can wait for exit frags from eArena.
He's waiting for CelcomDigi Alliance to rush in. Then only they're going to go for a third party. Because right now CelcomDigi Alliance have not gained too much information. But Team Secret just now just riding into the crossfire. Team Secret, they secured 5 eliminations, but now leaving with only 1 member standing. Zero's got instantly killed by Lamborghini. Joker, on the other hand, heard those gunshots. They try to make sure they can climb up, but do they have enough smoke to advance? If they don't have smoke to climb up this mountain, it's going to be tough. But Sakura, what a play again. eArena, they were dying just now, but come back from the dead by pushing those teams that have advantage on those high grounds.
Next, the target is probably going to be D Xavier on the right, Levi's. Oh, from the back, you'll fire on the Joker. 1 more to go. Sakura goes down, but it's fine. eArena, they are at match point.
Next will be Alter Ego. If they score a chicken, they will be in the same spot as eArena to be eligible in the next one. We haven't seen them. Finally, they're pushing towards Vikings. There's plenty of houses here. Which house they want to break it into? Rosemary, they slowly try to clear the first house that's closest to them, but Wunti is on the left side, while Break and Superman split it out. If they try to rush towards Wunti, they will try to shoot him down straight away. But with this indoors perspective, it's going to be difficult for the rest of Viking to give support and cover fire towards Wunti right now. CelcomDigi Alliance approaching on the other end. Is getting closer for their distance. And stage number 8. It's going to be in no man's land except for Team Secret last play in the center.
5 teams in stage 8 here. And Alter Ego, they're looking for their match point ticket. The Vikings could potentially stop them. There are 3 players here around Alter Ego. And Nate, after Nate lobbed the cross. Okay, Superman on the second floor. Trying to find an angle here against Moana and Rosemary, and Superman for Rosemary. Rosemary now will be gunned down.
Vikings, they got a crossfire angle to back each other out in different compounds. In case they've been rushing by Alter Ego, but here comes Nate. Will only flush them out, but what a jump shot and shotgun by Moana, but unfortunately we traded down as well. Alva, can he do the job? Again, the last man standing for Alter Ego. While Superman actually reviving on Break. If Alva can wipe them out right now, it'll be too late. He's rushing in with a DBS, but I couldn't find anybody around that corner. It's at the wrong corner. His jump shot. They are actually outside. They spotted him out. Straight away, Vikings cancel out that revival. It's 1v1. Oh, 1 HP left for Superman.
Alva got that one. And Alter Ego will secure 4 elimination points. Now we need to calculate if there are enough bodies for him, if he can eliminate everyone. But it's still going to be quite hard for them to reach match point. But anyway, now CelcomDigi Alliance and D Xavier round 2.
Back towards the high ground versus the low ground, but right now they're going to equal out the field if these Xaviers can climb up. But CelcomDigi Alliance, they decided to push with their vehicle. They have the Blues on to deal with at the same time. These Xaviers couldn't take it. Leon's What a bold move going in with that UAZ, but next is going to be Alter Ego. Alva, at least he got the edge of the circle just now, but no more circle anymore, and Team Secret being wiped out as well. 1v3, CelcomDigi Alliance, they have the space, they have the room, and they are the closest one towards the center. Well, no more circle here, time's ticking, they have to march forward, but Alva taking advantage. Playzone will deny the points from Alva's hand, but Alter Ego, can he clutch 1v3 against CelcomDigi Alliance? He got one more. No way. Jimmy is too low as well. Alva might actually clutch this by himself.
No way. The boss, Alva, now against CelcomDigi Alliance. One player could deny the hopes and dreams of CelcomDigi Alliance. 2 more to go. It's going to be Oleo and Jimmy OP against Alva and his AUG. Before that, he'll finish off Leon. But while he was trying to take another point, the counterfire came from the other side. And CelcomDigi Alliance will still claim the second dinner.
What a shot just now. What a shot just now. There was 1 or 2 bullets flying straight in the heads of Valva. It did not miss whatever. But the repercussion of CelcomDigi Alliance, if they had that blunder, that was so close for Alva to actually score that chicken in it. If they scored the chicken for Alter Ego, that's it. They actually can be eligible, as well as the arena. Let's rewatch the last blow. Now, that was a great move by Leon to stop D-Zavis completely, but Alva, the last man standing, Jimmy, he got himself healed out from that 1 HP, but he was in just slightly off the straight line to see whoever tried to pick out across to shoot him down straight away.
Ooh, now I wonder if Alter Ego did enough. We need to look at the official scores later. But CelcomDigi Alliance, they came out of the potential clutch by Alva. Here with the chicken dinner, scoring 6 eliminations together with it. 16 points for CelcomDigi Alliance. The most damage by Jimmy OP, but the most eliminations by Leons. So who is going to be the MVP later? Gotta stay tuned here, ladies and gentlemen. And in this round, the most damage received is also not Leon's, but it's Oleo. So you have the tank, someone else. You have damage dealer, someone else. And you have the elimination bringer, someone else. So it could be any of these players to be the MVP this round. CelcomDigi Alliance still not giving up on any hope to at least reach top 3, or who knows, to come up with the smash towards later today. This is them creating the pathway.
We're going straight for the stats this time. CelcomDigi Alliance 56,000 travel distance. Alter Ego 57. They're coming up from the south of it. But I feel like if Alter Ego, they actually rush towards Vikings compound a bit slightly early, they might actually stand a better chance to have a 4 instead of just Alva just now. The CelcomDigi Alliance, I think the MVP, we should give it to Jimmy OP. He's the one that actually scores that chicken dinner with that 1 single bullet to shoot against Alva straight in the head just now. But nonetheless, here comes our MVP. It's going to be Leons with the most damage out there. Not the most. We've seen Jimmy actually getting the most, but he got the most elimination. But overall, when it comes to the Pentagon graph, it's going to be pretty much everything is doing a job by himself. He's a very versatile player, doing damage, receive damage, and also elimination, even team contribution. Probably he held up and revived a lot of his team members too.
And who needs headshots, right? 0% headshots for Leons. But still able to get the MVP. So that's an inspiration for all of you out there. But of course, if you can get headshots, that will be the best. Nevertheless, it just shows that CelcomDigi Alliance, they work as a team. Any of them can be the MVP. Now, when it comes to the points, Alter Ego, 12 points. I don't think they're at match point yet.
Probably very close. Very close. But so far, it's down to eArena with 150 points secured right now. It's more than enough for them to be eligible. Now, it's going to be the game of chicken for eArena. Well, CelcomDigi Alliance, at least they're closing the gap about how much closer they are to get to be eligible for that Smash rule. But unfortunately, BTR not working out again. Drop it big when it comes to their gameplay today. Claw as well. We haven't seen these two teams actually remarkably performed so well in week number 2, but they just couldn't take the heat when it comes to grand finals. But Alter Ego only 2 points shy from getting eligible. Are you kidding?
That's why Alba was trying to secure those elimination points. There were 2 bodies in front of him. Okay, he got 1, he didn't get the other one, and he needed at least 1 more, and they will be eligible. So Alter Ego, they have to wait for at least 1 more round before they reach match point. Right now, it's only eArena at match point. Xavier, Team Secret, Vampire Esports, they will all still need to wait. Even though they do well, generally well in the next round, they will still require probably like 2 rounds before they reach match point for themselves.
But the race for the 3rd place is real. Look at the points between the 3rd, 4th and 5th place. They're almost at a tie, and it's at a tie for Team Secret, Vampires and Xavier. It's very close. There's only 1 point difference anyhow. But the teams on the 2nd page are slowly pushing their numbers up as well. We saw it just now. FaZe Clan, unfortunately, didn't score as much as we hoped for, like how they usually did, always be in top 5, but not this time. But they should be watching out for the top teams up there, because there's going to be the teams that have nothing else to lose but everything to gain when it comes to the last day here.
Yeah, that means that they have the mentality of like, you know what, we'll just do whatever and shoot whatever that moves. So those teams at top got to be extra careful. Well, we have a stat here involving the most smoke used at this time. eArena tactically used their smokes, followed by TALON, Xavier, and BTR. So what kind of story does this tell us? If you survive longer, the chances of you using smokes is higher. And eArena, obviously, they're masters of survivability, and that's why they're now at match point.
And they got the most eliminations out of all the teams at the very top as well. 91 the last time we saw, compared to all the others. Nowhere near in the 90s, except for Alter Ego. But when it comes to the next round goal, this is going to be a really tough spot for eArena. Their main objective right now, if they score the chicken, this is it. They're going to lift the trophy, but it's about the race of the 3rd slot cloud. We know Xavier's Team Secret and Vampires too close. And when it comes to Team Secret and Vampires, they are at a tie. But the only tiebreaker between Team Secret and Vampires is going to be those 2 chickens from Team Secret. Vampires did not score any chicken yet for this grand finals.
And eArena, they have to score the chicken dinner. This is what eArena is looking for. Not for more eliminations, not for more just play some points. They need this. eArena needs chicken dinner.
But at the same time, if they want to play it safe to get those chickens, it's not their usual self. It's going to be out of their character. For a moment to sit quietly, we know that's not going to happen though.
Yeah, he's naturally not quiet in the first place. But this is also like one of those rare occasions that eArena is in a match point situation. Yeah, last week they were at match point, but it was like towards the second half of the day. This time they are the first team to reach match point. So maybe the strategies would change.
I don't know. Last time we saw when they managed to get eligible for that Smash rule, they dropped the ball. I'm so scared. But for Alter Ego. Now, if you guys still have no clue or not too clear about how the Smash rule will finally get implemented, it's going to be one step at a time. They have to reach their match point first, 148. Even if they score a chicken and get more than 148 within the same map, it will not count. They have to make sure that they break the match point first, then score a chicken in the next one. So right now, eArena, if they cannot score the chicken in this one, oh, good luck in the next one, because we have Alter Ego, Xavier's Team Secret Vampires are so close of getting those smash as well.
Yep, the game will continue on if they don't score the chicken dinner. And you can imagine the whole arena will be like cheering insane. And before this, when they cheer, it was like without audience. And now with the audience, it's going to go ballistic. So pressure's on the eArena now. Before this, we're talking about like, oh, targets on the back of like eArena, Alter Ego. Now it's first eArena, then we talk about Alter Ego.
That's true. But there's so many teams catching up. Third slot race is real. Who will get the third slot? Right now, no matter how the Smash Roll will get into the way of all the top teams, it's still going to be eArena, Alter Ego to be pushed down. They're still going to play themselves second and third. But I think when it comes to Smash Roll, right, these Xavier's, Team Secret, and Vampires, the only way for them to actually break this tie is to smash it.
Yes. But of course, those teams in the race for third spot, they were like, no, we don't want to smash now. Not now. You smash later? Okay. I go in top 3, then you smash? Okay. Not now. So many conversations, right?
Imagine if we already do smash it. Oh, God. Oh, I don't know what else to say. But you know what? When it comes to Team to Focus right now, I know it's going to be unpopular. But I still going to root for these Xaviers, Vampires, and Team Secret. The 3 teams down there at the tie for the third spot. But you're going for VOIN, Donkey, Claw, and Talon for the chicken dinner, aren't you?
Yeah. So that we have more games to watch today. Let's go. Let's go. And so happened that my 3 choices are from the Indonesian region. So, of course, bring it home, Indonesia. Could it still happen? It depends on whether eArena smashes this one.
Oh, I think eArena going to have a tough game in this one. Nobody wants them to smash it yet. So, pressure mounting on their backs. But we do know Moment. There's Moment in the lineup of eArena that can actually give them a bit of security, give them a bit of fun, feel a bit joy in there. He's the glue for any teams out there. Is one of the most healing when it comes to the stats down there as well. So Moment is all down to eArena, not just Moment. The whole team of eArena is one team that should be targeted by all the teams down there.
Okay, Rosemary, wear your gears. Okay? Wear your gears. Oh, hello. You can help me wear my gear. Yeah. Sorry, I was kind of distracted there.
The camera crew never fail us.
Not at all.
But we can see a lot of, I assume there's going to be BTR fans. Unfortunately, BTR not performing just now. Hopefully, this will actually push them a bit of their spirit and motivate them to actually push even further. It's nail-biting time. So much pressure. Boom. Where are they at? Last time we saw them, they're still on page number 1, get pushed down to 104 at 6th place. A lot of work to do for Boom.
If they... Okay, so Boom at this moment... Okay, assuming that... We take into the assumption that, okay, they get a good explosive performance, right? So they will still need like this round, next round, and then it's potentially match point, and then it goes like, okay, you can potentially smash it. So that's a total of like 5 games. That's always like towards the end. But it's not the end yet, people. Let's get on to Erangel.
It's a wrangle. The second one. Is it gonna smash it, or we're gonna see it through 6th map of the day? It's down to eArena to call the shots here with a very southern flight path once more. Keep your eye out for teams at the bottom like Roy and the Vikings, because these are gonna be the teams that will stop eArena from moving forward, or any of the teams that try to reach towards the match point. That's gonna be 148. Whoever's over the 148, they're already eligible for this smash rule, which right now is only eArena in that spot, but follow pursuit very closely. Alter Ego, they need to make sure they will not be eliminated early.
Yeah, that means don't bump into FaZe Clan with this flight path. So they avoided FaZe Clan in the previous similar-ish kind of flight path at the south, so that's okay. They could probably repeat the same. But who knows if FaZe Clan is not in the mood to repeat that, and maybe they want to try to stop out the Eagle. Of course, FaZe Clan, they have their own objective of like, we want the points for ourselves. Because before somebody potentially smash it, we want to be in top 3.
Matter of ticking bomb here. It's going to be eArena. They're dropping themselves early as well. And this time we have more popular teams going to SMB, but it's going to be Medusa, Intersection, Circle. This is going to be it. This is going to be a tough circle as well. So most of the team, they're trying to get themselves vehicle and try to go towards the north, knowing that everybody dropping in the south due to this flight path. And knowing that it's going to be vacant on the northern side, they need to get there to be safe, especially eArena. I think they're going to drive up to the hospital, cutting across Jogopool, going to Ruins and Rosehawk, coming up from either Yasnaya or school area. That's going to be the safest route for them right now. It seems to be vacant. But we heard a couple of gunshots early on. Nobody been taken down yet. No first contact made.
Yeah, not yet. So it's more like warning shots, perhaps. So nobody went out. eArena, safe drop like what you mentioned. Left side of the map, up onto South Jogopool, loot, and they can slowly make their way into the circle. Or they can, even if they want to play like super duper safe, right? They can go up to like shooting range and come back down after Severny, just to avoid all the teams.
Don't forget TECNO and Mormon in that lineup. I don't think they want to sit quietly on their hands, especially Mormon. High chance they will try to find a target, but if they want to really smash it, they can wait things out from the north. I agree, shooting range seems to be a best bet for them. But when it comes to the teams at the very south, we mentioned before SMB do have a couple of teams, or 3 teams, including... I spotted one of the Xavier's player, last time I saw it was Lamborghini down there. I don't know why he's so separated. Usually they're going to drop himself in Pochinki. The rest of the Xavier's drop himself in Pochinki, but not Lamborghini though.
Yeah, I guess he's not too sure. Even if he's on a mission to like look for a vehicle, he still needs to like, pass through the bridge, come back up. Slightly risky if any team were to like gatekeep the bridge, but that's a risk that he's taking. So not too sure about his move, but as long as he's able to survive and return back to his teammates, not eliminated along the way, I guess that's okay for Lamborghini. But like what you said, it's still very, very far to go back Pochinki.
Or maybe the plan is for the Xavier, since they need a lot of points to push forward, 3 of them will try to secure those chicken dinner and try to defend their fortress Pochinki, or maybe moving as a trio, while Lamborghini will try to be the spy to snake his way from the teams that's fighting and be the third party and steal away those points. So everything is on himself, by himself, for Lamborghini right now. But on the other hand, Team Secret, the teams that they should watch out for, these Xaviers, Team Secret and Vampires, these are going to be the teams that will try to go as aggressive as possible, knowing the fact a chicken will not be enough for them to get those match points. So I assume these 3 teams will go aggressively, proactively navigate throughout the entire map to go for a hunt.
Team Secret. Now that we get a good clear view again of the overall points, they are actually paving their way to the top 3. 1 point below the Xavier now. But Vampire Esports is hot as well. They're sharing the same amount of points. A bit of an update of the top 5 eliminations. Still Rosemary in front, but from 30 points earlier today we saw, now it's 31 elimination points for Rosemary. But they need just 2 more points to be eligible to smash it next round.
eArena and the trophy. This is a teaser and this is taunting from the camera crew side. Do you want this? Smash it, guys. But they're going up to South Jogopool. But we do know Team Secret, they always go towards the North Jogopool. I'm not sure if Team Secret are already there right now, based on the flight path early on. They dropped nearby on the outskirts of Kori, on the outskirts of Kaka, trying to find those vehicles to move fast towards the North Jogopool. But we gotta wait and see. Everybody is on their toes, tipping on their toes right now to be extra safe. GLUBLUG, they're also moving towards the north. So I assume everyone have the idea. The north just now seems to be very open. Everybody's going there. But Roy! Mango!
Yep, taken out by the Blue Ranger KF. So that's going to be first split. We're not even in stage 2 yet. And with the fact that Roy lost that one player, yeah. Number 16 is lingering.
That's Roy. But Roy will be unpredictable, especially until the end. The longer the game gets, the more unpredictable Roy can get. It's always Roy finishing the day, especially when the his team plays. That's always going to be the case for Roy. But Vikings managed to take down CelcomDigi Alliance, who just got himself chicken dinner, and they actually had 7 plays at over 100 points. They cannot afford to lose anybody way too early if they want to catch up to contest for the 3rd slot to advance towards EWC.
Yeah, CelcomDigi Alliance, they are close now. They are 11 points away from number 3, at least. But now by losing Leons, their MVP in the previous round. Though we have seen a lot of 3 players scoring the chicken dinner, but it's of course never easy to have that kind of setting. But CelcomDigi Alliance, they have to work with what they have now. 3 players and a dream now to at least be at top 3 by the end of this round, because you don't know if eArena is going to actually do it.
Probably they will try to do it. They're taking a bit slow rotation there. We saw them taking the blue zone for a bit. I assume Team Secret is also probably already around Joggle Pool area, because they are taking the blue zone, and the blue zone hits there first based on this sort of circle just now. But Claw taking on Vikings. There's going to be the fight around the almost to the center of the circle. FaZe Clan and Alter Ego. Ooh, Crypto managed to knock down on Sharper. This is going to be it. Alter Ego. They need 2 more points. That's it.
There you go. Edging closer. Make that 1 more point as they secured that elimination out of FaZe Clan. If they can get Macarius, that will be a good bonus. Oh, he's driving towards Alva. Alva, knock him down. Now it's a matter of securing the elimination point. And Alva, did he get it? Moana got it. Right now, welcome Alter Ego to match point.
Red Bull pulled over and turned things around by knocking down on Alva. Always the last man standing on the side of Alter Ego. But he will not commit to go for the execution. Will Krypton actually give him the aid? Krypton try to save his mate. FaZe Clan with only 2 players. I don't think it's wise for them to stay, but Claw versus Viking. The inevitable. We saw the kill feed just now. Claw surrounding Vikings left, right, and center. Coming in, 2 rushing towards the compound to try to flush them out. Red FaZe waiting at the back, hoping for a cover fire. Here comes a nade from Superman.
Nade across. Did not connect. Superman is alone here though. He tries to defend this ground by himself against Claw. Okay, so the team is on the 2nd floor, but Tins naded down. Now it's truly only Superman. He has to put on his cape now.
But not great for Alter Ego. We saw the kill feed just now, but Vikings got wiped out by Claw. Alter Ego losing another member. I'm not sure if they already reached the 2 points. They are eligible right now. So the mission accomplished. It's okay for them if things go haywire here or things going south. Because as long as they are eligible, next map will be their target to score that chicken dinner. But speaking of chicken dinner, eArena not taking any actions yet. They did really go to the North Cloud, coming in as the safest rotation there is.
Yeah, because they want to avoid all fights. Let the pressure be on other teams to be at whatever position that they are aiming for. And eArena shows up later. They're going to avoid everything for now. All the other teams cancel each other. eArena shows up at the very end. That's what they're looking for.
They're not alone up here. Team Secret is there, coming up from the north as well. Team Secret. They are desperate for the points. More desperate than eArena. They want to get towards the 3rd slot. The race of the 3rd slot is still up there. Though these Xavier's Team Secret Vampires are having 4 men alive. Nobody willing to take a risk or sacrifice any of their members out here yet. And eArena, they're willing to wait. They're going to wait things out. Wait, like how you mentioned, let the battle settles itself. Those teams coming out from the south just now. So it's quite a crowded space when it comes to the Medusa intersection. On the side of eArena, they have the space, they have the time, but Alter Ego, they will try to go for more. Rosemary and Krypton. And now the rest of the team also joins in. They managed to revive on Nova and working out as a 4, managed to secure a 3. That's 100% for them to be eligible in the next map.
And then at this point, if we talk about Alter Ego, it's just them having a side quest of canceling the Xavier, canceling Team Secret, and also pretty much a main quest, not a side quest. If Alter Ego can eliminate eArena, that will be a big, big bonus for them. Now as circle shifts, eArena is in it. As for Alter Ego, they're on the right side of the circle. They're also in it. But Team Secret just across Alter Ego. Could probably disrupt them later.
Team Secret. They'll be the game changer for eArena too. eArena have to be extra careful. I agree with you. The main mission of Alter Ego, they stop eArena from getting the chicken here. It's an absolute win for them in this map. VOIN Donkey and Vampires. Vampires also one of the teams that will try to compete for the 3rd slot here against VOIN Donkey at 9th spot. But they do have those elevations. This is going to force the VOIN Donkey to make a U-turn and back off. And Tony K, who's trying to finish off Potato, he's trying to re-angle himself and try to find anybody behind those rocks. And obviously, the rest of VOIN Donkey already flee, knowing this bunker's taken and dominated by Vampires. There's no way for them to actually can get an easy entry.
Oh, but 7-9 now, only Trexie. The IGL's on the other side. Definitely cannot save his teammates unless they pull off an insane clutch here against Claw. On the elimination feed, D-Xavier in action against VOIN Donkey. But Claw, they want to finish up the job. Here we go, Claw on the Trexie.
Trexie got rushed by Papang and Redface around it. And that's Smokes. And that's his done. It's Redface coming from behind and finish things off. Yuhai as well as the rest of Sam9 get eliminated. By what? Who knows? Possibly they're bleeding out and being knocked down early on. But we're back to as VOIN Donkey who would try to take down Alter Ego or eArena just now. But eArena, yeah, eArena. They're very close to Alter Ego last time we saw them.
Yeah, and if they happen to bump into each other, Alter Ego will have the pleasure of trying to eliminate eArena. So far, not yet. Understandably, eArena, they want to try to stay out of fights as much as possible, and they're monitoring the elimination feed, looking for more feeds to come out. As long as it's not their name, that means that more teams eliminated, giving them a better chance of smashing it. But Nate caught out in the open.
They lost one member before. I assume probably that's going to be Lamborghini because he was separated from the rest of the team early on. He was dropping himself in SMB, while the rest of these Xaviers actually dropped himself in Pachinki. So I assume that one person will be taken out early. That's going to be Lamborghini on the Xavier's side, leaving only Paragon and Levi to do all the work for the Xaviers. With only 2 players left. Is it possible for them to catch up to the points?
Oh, but surely not possible for VOIN Donkey now. When Vexy out in the blue, circle shifts towards the right. eArena in the circle, Alter Ego as well. Same goes for Team Secret. But right smack in the middle with the compound is going to be BTR. On screen, Vexy found out, he healed up just in time.
I'm looking at these Xaviers and eArena might actually clash. Same goes for Team Secret on the northern side as well. While Vaxi fighting himself against the blue around the potato hills of Pachinki, Vampires might actually start to leave. The blue zone will not actually give any benefit for the players. But the circle just now, the fight on the north, these Xaviers sandwiched between Team Secret and Roy. Oh, this is going to be tough. Levi, where is Paragon? He just arrived.
Yeah, but Paragon not going to be joining Levi's for sure. Roy, on the other hand, they are playing in the middle of the circle. They blow up their vehicle, the monster truck, giving them extra cover in this junction. Surrounded by so many other teams. Everyone tries to get into the middle of the circle. eArena is not too far away the last we checked as well. But Levi's knocked by Sata. Now D-Xavier only has 1 player left.
Oh, why did they shift? I want to see how things are going for these Xaviers, the last member, but with Tony K is an open space. They go cutting cross straight down the potato hills just now for Vampires, not knowing there's GLU watching at the other end. There's also another team coming up from the other side, and that's going to be Boom. The clash is here outside of a circle, and GLU spotted the entire crew of Vampires trying to climb down the potato hills, and they thought they were alone for Vampires just now. That's why they're cutting across straight. But GLU rotating back, hearing the audio cues from Boom, and they shift their target to his Boom and couldn't stop anybody from moving. Oh, Baxi, why are you there?
Ooh, somehow he escaped the blue. Just going straight into the circle now. Not a care in the world of all the other teams around him as long as he survives. And he will, as the final player of VOIN, a donkey. To continue to hold on for the hopes and dreams of the team to at least claim a few placement points. But CelcomDigi Alliance now against Boom. Mastery from behind will knock down Jimmy OP. IGL versus IGL.
There's another team shooting from behind as well that's coming up from the inner circle. 3 teams trying to get an entry towards this side of a circle, but might get gatekeep by a different team entirely. But Boom, take it on. CelcomDigi Alliance limb by limbs, only leaving one last player with a smoke vehicle and driving straight to FaZe Clan as well. Almost exploded vehicle on the last player. Oh boy, this is not going to fare well for CelcomDigi Alliance, and FaZe just waiting to open fire. Well, shifting back to its Boom, and the teams are still trying to get in an entry, and that's going to be the last CelcomDigi Alliance, and finish off by the Xaviers.
No points for CelcomDigi Alliance, not able to catch at least the top 3 now. It's open now for Talon to catch CelcomDigi Alliance. Now on screen, eArena. This time they'll face resistance against Talon as they will try to find their way into the circle.
Now, eArena have been quiet and try to rotate as safe as possible, with Yoru getting those high grounds. He visualized all the 4 members of eArena. And while GLU is not done yet, Boom is actually on the hunt, but the circle shrink right at the junction of all these 4 roads. FaZe Clan as well, and BTR got himself the best compound to work around with some elevations by eArena against Talon here. They can see Team Secret who's just beneath them, but for GLU and Boom, there's going to be another round for them. Boom has been hunting down all teams coming up from the outside of the circle, and they try to deal this and try to get as much elimination as possible. They scored a 5, but a nade from Maxbox. Clipping down on Yummy. Yummy's bleeding on the ground. Master going to toss another one to XKF, but Pombit managed to do another opening with no knockdown as well. Master Raid! And nade would explode. He managed to dodge it. SKF down. Boom might just win this fight after all.
And Boom, looks like they are winning against GLU. That need took a little bit too long for it to cook. If not, Mastery would have been nailed down. Now Mastery with the AUG on the left side. Blue onto him. Rushes in. Behind the smoke, 2 members of GLU. That hit marker gave him a clue that Xbox is there. 1 more to go. It's going to be Noel. Switches to a shotgun. And here comes the drive-by. And GLU out.
Was brutal on the side of Boom, with 4 men still intact. They wiped it clean against GLU and scored a 7 elimination. Now they might be up for the contention of getting the top 3 as well. We have another new contender coming up. That's going to be Boom joining Team Secret Vampire and the Xaviers to get that number 3 slot. But Boom is not done yet. Talon coming in hot towards their side. It's going to be a mano-to-mano face-off between Boom and they spotted out Yummy! Yummy with the blues are burning off from behind alive. It's going to be Linux and Pombe. What an off angle. He just shoots straight up front, going around the rock. Boom winning 2 back-to-back fights.
Oh, still able to get it. Still able to get it. There are 9 eliminations now for Boom. Currently at number 4, they push down Vampire Esports. And Boom, their next target. It's probably going to be BTR or maybe eArena, but eArena, pretty sure they're not interested.
Oh, they want to be safe. They want to go for that chicken. eArena's got another 2 eliminations here. They're not being scouted by any of the teams just yet, but Claw arrived next to BTR. This is going to be BTR. They are very fan out early before. There's only 2 players on this side. The other 2 players of BTR still not visualized on our mini-map. Or they actually have 3 players left. Ryan and Razy taking the lead and charging to its Claw. Redface hiding in that hovercraft. Is back to hide and seek we go. But FaZe Clan, last play of these Xaviers. There's going to be Borajin still trying to run, but stolen away by Vampires in the last minute.
And the Xavier is out. They're not in top 3 right now. Okay, now BTR shows up. BTR trying to take out the members of Claw. One more to go. It's going to be Boboku on the next room. Razy with the DBS. Now the rest of BTR, they have arrived. They will rush in. One goes down, but the follow-up came in from Razy. And Claw is out.
Claw a bit hesitant when it comes to rushing in. But here comes Boom. They're still licking their wounds, and Boom just arrived. They already cooked their nade. They heard those gunshots early on, but do they know which building they are at? It's going to be the last building for BTR. Boom have to gain information by getting out, finders off angle to see where the whereabouts of BTR players if they want to take this compound away. With the circle now moving slightly towards the center even furthermore, we see a glimpse of FaZe Clan still waiting in the center. While Boom, do they have enough utilities? It's been running and gunning for Boom right now.
Ooh. They might not have much. We'll check back on them later because right now we're checking on Alter Ego. Though Alter Ego, they have mid-match point. Their next objective is to stop eArena. So they have to still stay alive here. In the middle of the circle, in the stitch. Still retaining all 4 players. But here comes Boom Esports and BTR.
Boom, the body count still have plenty for them to catch up to the points to be eligible for the next one. But the nade clip down a bit of Pumbit HP, make him retreat back towards the compound or the building there were before. But Yummy took out his DBS. When it comes to the CQC, Yummy can actually deliver. He secures nobody inside of this house right now. He needs to walk over the other wall. It's not going to be easy. Switch over to his ARs. Couldn't spot the players. They tried to keep him at bay with those mollies. Here comes a nade flashing in, or is it going to be a smoke? They will try to build the bridge smoke to cross over inside of that building. BTR, they got rushed in by 3 players of Boom. Federalis on the 2nd floor. He got himself out with the DBS, while the rest of them still outside and tried to get indoors. BTR, all of them are taking those DBS out. Wow, they managed to knock down a bit of trade between Boom as well. Federalis come in. Federalis will actually make the call. The jump shot from Yummy to make it true. Federalis won very last minute against BTR.
Oh, but here comes eArena in action as a third party. 1 nade to rule them all. eArena will take over the compound out of the hands of BTR.
Oh, it's back to it. Team Secret versus Alter Ego. It's going to be a nade galore on this other end of the street as well. Sirius is down. It's a bit of trade 1v1. 1 trade for each. But it's going to be 2v. Ego do have the manpower. Break it down to 30%. The max line did not somehow connect to the fallen members of Alter Ego before, giving them a chance to that. Well, Rosevic can actually just push. If he got himself a smoke to pop, now is the best time. But still going to press the rest of Team Secret to give those nade, but the rest of them eating those big nade from Frankie, leaving Rosemary to clutch this one against Team Secret. Can he actually do it?
Oh, Rosemary! Not able to clutch it. Team Secret will claim the 5 elimination points. And Alter Ego is out. Top 4 right now. eArena, Team Secret, Vampire Esports, and FaZe Clan.
eArena, can they actually do it? They're very close, but Team Secret managed to reset as a 4. FaZe Clan will be in the way for eArena. They will try to deal this with a 4v2. They are fanning out quite open for the side of eArena. Another plays on the other side of the street. Mormon managed through, but Onsen Vampires in the way. Knocked down on Mormon straight away. It's going to be a 3-way battle.
Sakura's on his way, activating the smokes, creating the smoke burst to save his teammate Mormon. Mormon can still be picked up. Vampire Esports, the furthest away from the circle right now, at the northern side. They do see eArena, but they have to move. Here comes Team Secret with a nade on the FaZe Clan, eliminating Dewey.
Oh, Team Secret indirectly helping eArena to score that chicken and give them time to recuperate for their fallen members too. Team Secret, they barely got any covers here, and Red Bull with that small shack, the moment he picked out, Tony K will try to shut him down. The only one that have information on eArena right now is going to be Vampires. It's all on Vampire to stop eArena for getting those chicken dinner.
Oh, but Vampire moment get down Mela. And now Vampire, they need to move as well. The zone is closing onto Vampire. They're not in the circle at all. Momo will finish up Mela. That is Vampire with only 1 player left.
It's go time for eArena. They want this chicken. They have to take the risk somehow. Tony K still keep an eye tight to his Red Bull. He tosses a nade over but the door will block those bullets. Joker coming up from behind as well. They're forcing Red Bull to come out. Those molly will not hit. The nades will not somehow connect unless they can toss it indoors. But Team Secret will try to stop eArena from advancing towards Vampires of FaZe Clan here. Onzen's right in the middle of the road. Nobody's watching Onzen. Last play of Vampires is taking an open field of a Red Bull. Moment dropping another one.
Oh.
eArena versus Team Secret. My God. Can they do it? Will they smash it?
Oh, here is the 4v4 finale here. Team Secret is the only team that can stop eArena from smashing it right now. 4v4. eArena full squad. They have a good chance, but let's not forget, we still have stage number 8. Who will be favored by the circle next?
They're fanning out, opening their stands for eArena, hoping it will actually somehow the off angle. Can't see, but Mormon in trouble. Mormon taking a shack as covers. It will barricade him temporarily, but while the rest, Mormon is distracting the rest of Team Secret by popping those smoke, while the others, eArena, are dominating this circle right now. They open up their angles. Team Secret have to cluster up together, and they barely got the space cloud. The Blues will burn them off alive in 30 seconds.
And the zone favors eArena. Right now, Team Secret, they push the corner, and they need to cross the road. Team Secret, they still have smokes, but their crossing is going to be obvious to eArena. eArena covering multiple angles now against Team Secret. What is Team Secret going to do? 15 more seconds and the zone will close.
That was a great distraction by Mormon. He keeps popping those smoke, giving a bit uncertainty on Team Secret to keep on focusing on Mormon only. But Sakura, especially 10k, that's going to be the pivotal player on the side of eArena right now to get those off angle. But like it or not, Team Secret, they have to hike up. They have to go up. There's no way this ditch will be in the next circle. There's no more circle after that. It will be burned off by the blue first. They need to get up from that ditch.
And eArena now, setting up their position, waiting for Team Secret to show themselves. The pressure is now onto Team Secret. eArena, whatever it is, they have Mormon in the middle of the circle right now. They have the circle advantage. Team Secret, what's your call now? Team Secret still decided, GK. He is circling around, gathering enough information. But will there be enough of Team Secret here to win against eArena? Here we go.
But Team Secret, they secured the third spot already. Even if this gets smashed, they might be the one that actually get into the EWC stage. But at the same time, they can be champions. Would they want to be in this as a third or the second runner-up? Or will they try to compete for the championship title here? Mormon coming in. Team Secret, they're buying time, knowing the fact, hey, we're going to wait things out. These guys from eArena will have to cross that street as well. Mormon start tossing all those nades. They're not having plenty for Toro Wall 7 on the side, but a bit over toss, still hit the splash on GK. Mormon giving the pressure, keeping the pressure up, and distraction toward Team Secret while the rest of eArena. When will they start to open fire?
The stress now. Team Secret, Momo got Frankie. That could be the opening, but here comes GK as well. Momo from the other angle. They're going to focus on the Momo. Momo gets drugs in. One more to go. It's going to be Zeros on the other side. All alone. eArena, still 4 players. They can actually smash this. eArena just needs to deal with Zeros right now. Final player, and eArena are your PMSL Southeast Asia Summer 2025 champions!
They just set a record as the shortest smash rule implemented. Your champions, the first time to lift your trophy. No returning, no defending champions. Is a new champion taking the stage, taking the crown, taking the trophy back to the Thailand region. eArena, finally they can lift the trophy after so many years.
And finally, Mormon lifts the trophy with a new team, with a new squad, with a new lineup. eArena has done it. They have done it. They are the first time Smash Rule champions of Southeast Asia, eArena, taking the Walk of Fame right now, around the trophy that they truly deserve.
I swear right now, the most expensive transfer this season, it's gonna be Mormon with alongside with 10k Sakura Joker. They completed an absolute monster roster for eArena. Oh my, what a play! What a play indeed with a smash rule. Such a discipline showed by the rest of eArena, knowing what at stake here.
Summer Champions.
We're back to the stage.
Our dear champions, this is your moment.
Wow.
Please lift your trophy.
And once again, let's congratulate our champion, eArena! Wow.
This is a joyful moment for eArena.
Exactly. Guys, you may step in front of us, please.
We only need 3 games at the end of the day to end the summer season.
Exactly, Donna, and this is our champions. And we're gonna have some question and answer session. Maybe we're gonna talk to our champions, the eArena. So guys, wow, what an incredible journey as well. And so you guys are now the winner or the champion of PMSL Southeast Asia Summer Championship. And how is it for you guys to be able to win this trophy and become the champion?
More
แสดงว่ายินดีกับeArenaที่ชนะรายการนี้มาได้อยากรู้ว่าถ้วยนี้มีความหมายกับเราอย่างไรบ้างก็ถ้าสำหรับผมก็มีความหมายมากครับเพราะว่าถ้าทุกคนได้ติดตามก็จะรู้ว่าก่อนหน้านี้ผมได้ไปอยู่ทีมหนึ่งแล้วก็ได้ออกมานะครับก็รู้สึกว่าตอนที่ออกมาก็มีเป้าหมายอยากพิสูจน์ตัวเองครับว่าเราก็มีดีในส่วนของเราเหมือนกันครับแล้วพอมันทำได้มันก็เลยรู้สึกว่ามั่นใจมากขึ้นครับผมFor me personally, of course, it really means to me. Before I joined this team, I have been to many teams, and after I left all those teams, I just want to prove myself that I'm good enough to hold the trophy. And yes, I did it.
Finally, tepuk tangan sekali lagi dong teman-teman semuanya untuk eArena. Much deserved, the champions. Alright, so eArena anyway. What is the very first thing you're going to do now that you are the champions of the region? What are you going to do? What are you going to do to celebrate the night?
สิ่งแรกที่จะทำหลังจากได้แชมป์คืออะไรครับสิ่งแรกที่จะทำหลังจากได้แชมป์ได้แล้วก็ไปกินไหตีเหล่าครับ We need to go to ไหตีเหล่า
Hot pot, okay. Hot pot, a very nice hot pot to celebrate the night here.
Of course. So maybe we're gonna have another questions like here, like so for the fans, maybe you have something you wanna say and maybe you wanna tell something so the fans can learn from your journey to become the champion.
Or maybe each of every one of you.
มีอะไรอยากจะบอกแฟนคลับที่ติดตามหรือคอยซัพพอร์ตเรามาตลอดไหมครับในฐานะที่เราได้เป็นแชมป์ในครั้งนี้แล้ว
Joker, please. Mormon.
ก็คงไม่มีอะไรมากครับก็ขอบคุณทุกกำลังใจทุกแรงเชียร์นะครับก็ตอนนี้ทีมเราก็ได้พิสูจน์แล้วให้เห็นแล้วนะว่าทีมพวกผมก็มีเอกลักษณ์เป็นของตัวเองและมีจุดเด่นเหมือนกันครับก็ใครที่อยากจะมาเชียร์ก็ขอบคุณด้วยครับ I really thanks for all the fans who support us, keep supporting us no matter how hard we have been through and yes now we have proved that we are good enough we are one of the best team
Joker, do you have any words you want to say to your supporters?
อะไรอยากบอกแฟนคลับไหมก็ขอบคุณแฟนคลับทุกคนนะครับเพราะว่าที่อยู่เชียร์เราตั้งแต่ซีซั่นแรกนะครับตั้งแต่เราเริ่มทำเลยครับ ขอบคุณทุกๆคนครับที่ยังเชื่อมั่นในตัวเราครับว่าเราก็ทำได้เหมือนกันครับ
Thank you all the fans who keep supporting us in the first tournament that we joined, and thank you, and the reason that you are still here. Thank you. That's all.
I would like to let each and every one of you to say the words to all of your supporters out there, because this is your moment. Please. Do you have any words?
Okay, เหมือนเดิมคำถามเดิมคำถามเดิม
Norman, you got a lot of fans here.
ก็ขอบคุณทุกแรงใจแรงเชียร์ขอบคุณทุกคนจริงๆก็ขอบคุณเพื่อนร่วมทีมครับผมภูมิใจในตัวทุกคนมากครับขอบคุณครับ
Thank you everyone who is supporting us, and for my teammates, I'm proud of you.
Next.
ก็ขอบคุณที่คอยซัพพอร์ตครับแล้วก็ขอบคุณแฟนคลับทุกคนด้วยครับแล้วก็เพื่อนร่วมทีมครับที่ตั้งใจมากๆเลยครับขอบคุณครับ
We really did it, and this is for you. We are really proud of ourselves, and thank you for everyone for cheering us.
ก็รู้สึกดีครับแล้วก็ฝากเชียร์เราต่อใน EWC ด้วยครับขอบคุณครับ
I'm really grateful, and please support us in EWC as well.
For sure.
ก็ขอบคุณน้องๆครับที่เล่นตามแผนแล้วไม่หลุดฟอร์มมากแค่นั้นก็โอเค
As a coach, thank you for my teammates. So you really following the strategy that we have made. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, guys. So, anyway, Mormon, since you have like a lot of fans out there, over here.
Let's go for Mormon. Okay.
Yeah, Mormon. Do you have any words you want to say, particularly for Indonesian fans there?
อย่างที่รู้นะครับมอร์แมนมีแฟนคลับชาวอินโดนีเซียเยอะมากเลยมีอะไรอยากจะบอกแฟนคลับชาวอินโดบ้างไหมครับ
ก็ขอบคุณมากๆครับที่เอ็นดูเด็กปัญญาอ่อนอย่างผมครับผม
Thank you for loving me.
They love you for sure. They love you for sure. So if they could learn just one lesson from your journey this season, because the journey for eArena is so inspiring, what would that be, Mormon?
ก็ถ้าแฟนคลับหรือคนที่ได้ดูอยู่ทางบ้านหรือทุกคนที่ได้อยู่จะได้บทเรียนจากเราคิดว่าบทเรียนนั้นคืออะไรครับ
ก็อย่าให้ใครมาตัดสินว่าเราทำอย่างนั้นทำอย่างนี้ไม่ได้ครับมีแค่ตัวเราเองที่รู้ครับว่าเราทำอะไรได้ไม่ได้ครับผม
Don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do it because you are the only one who know you can do it.
Yes. That's the mentality. That's the champion mentality out there. So, sekali lagi teman-teman semuanya tepuk tangan dong untuk eArena. Well,
Wow, itu dia tadi ya sang juara kita eArena, and now let's invite Mr. Agung Shaniago as our country manager of Level Infinite Indonesia to come up on stage to present the Champions Award. Sekali lagi dengan hormat kita mengundang kepada Bapak Agung Shaniago selaku country manager dari Level Infinite Indonesia untuk boleh naik ke atas stage dan memberikan award kepada para champion kita.
and this is the photo op for all of the media and also the fans.
Jadi kami persilakan tentunya kepada rekan-rekan media untuk boleh dapat mengabadikan momen ini beserta para fans juga. Kami persilakan, ini dia juara kita eArena. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Agung Shaniago. We'd like you guys to back to your seat. And now please, team eArena, you may go down as well.
This is it, yes, Mormon way. Mormon style that everybody loves. So, since we are gonna have the final MVP.
So once again, to eArena, please, you guys may come down to the stage. Thank you so very much.
Over here.
You can stay over here first and
please wait.
Yep.
Because we're gonna have another photo op for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our 2025 PMSL Southeast Asia Summer FMVP.
Our final MVP.
Give it up for Alter Ego
Rosemary!
Tepuk tangan yang meriah untuk Rosemary or Rose Carey.
Wow. Our final MVP, Alter Ego
He is back.
Rosemary.
He is back. Welcome back, Rose Carey.
Welcome.
Welcome back. Everybody loves seeing you back on stage. Please, here di depan boleh. Oke. Rosemary, ini dia. Tepuk tangan dong, Rosemary dong.
Rosemary.
Finally ya, kita bisa melihat wajah dari Rosemary lagi. So we're gonna have a little bit of chit chat here.
Yep.
Over here with Rosemary. Congratulations. Selamat ya Rosemary on being crowned the finals MVP. Especially today is his birthday.
Wow.
Boleh kali ya happy birthday untuk Rosemary?
Sama-sama ya. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Rosemary.
Thank you. What a warm. Happy
We still have a crowd back there.
Yeah, from
Happy
Alter
birthday
Ego.
to Rosemary.
From Alter Ego as well. So what is the one moment that meant the most to you personally throughout this season's journey? Apa yang paling berkesan untuk kamu sendiri, Rosemary, apalagi di season kali ini?
Untuk di season kali ini, momen yang paling berkesan untuk saya, kita bisa bounce back di final dan bisa mendapatkan MVP 2 kali di tempat yang sama dengan tim yang berbeda.
Oke, sebelumnya di tim?
GPX.
So this is a very special moment for Rosemary because this place has a lot of meaning, has a lot of memory for Rosemary as well because he got twice FMVP. But before, he is with another team. Yeah, another team, the previous team, which is GPX. Geng Kapax, itu dia ya. So, Rosemary, behind every MVP is a team, of course. Even your team did not lift the trophy. Is there anyone in your squad you'd like to thank for bringing out the best in you? Pastinya kan kalau misalnya jadi MVP itu ada tim di belakang Rosemary sendiri. Ada nggak sih orang-orang di dalam tim kamu itu yang pengen kamu utarakan terima kasih untuk mereka? Dan apa yang mau kamu utarakan?
Kalau untuk itu aku mau ucapin terima kasih buat tim saya, Alpha, Krypton, Daybot, sama Moana yang udah bantu saya di tim Alter Ego. Ya aku harap kita bisa melanjutkan tren positif yang kita buat di final ini sampai di EWC nanti.
Tepuk tangan ya.
I see, there you go. Itu dia ya. There's a path. Also, everybody want to become the champion, of course. And Rosemary say, we don't give up. Let's start as a team once again and grow again. So tomorrow or maybe next event, they can be the winner.
Especially for Esports World Cup.
Exactly. And maybe this is gonna be our last question as well. So, for every young player watching you right now, maybe they have the same dream, becoming the MVP as well. So, what advice you can give to them? Lo bisa ngasih saran nggak buat teman-teman yang lain mungkin yang pengen jadi MVP juga sama nih dirimu?
Buat semua orang yang pengen jadi FMVP atau pengen jadi juara di tiap turnamen yang kalian pengen, ya tetap grinding, tetap semangat buat ngelakuin apapun yang pengen kalian impikan. Ya intinya push your limit lah.
That's it. Push your limit and keep grinding. Once again, please give round of applause for Rosemary.
And now we would like to invite Mr. Anthony Roderick as PR Manager of TECNO Indonesia to the stage to present the award to our finals MVP. Kami persilahkan kepada Bapak Anthony Roderick selaku PR Manager of TECNO Indonesia untuk bisa memberikan plakat hadiah untuk final MVP kita, Rosemary. Dan untuk para rekan media atau para fans juga dipersilahkan untuk bisa mengabadikan momen ini.
Sekali Sekali lagi kita berikan tepuk tangan yang luar biasa untuk our final MVP, Alter Ego Rosemary. Baik, terima kasih Pak. Kami persilakan kepada Bapak Anthony Rodrik juga boleh kembali ke tempat. Rosemary, please stay on the stage. Now we would like to invite team eArena to join us to have another photo session. Kami persilakan juga sekali lagi kepada rekan-rekan media untuk boleh mengabadikan inilah dia juara dari PMSL Southeast Asia Summer 2025 beserta our final MVP, tim eArena dan juga Alter Ego Rosemary.
Foto mahal cenah. Ini juara final MVP. Sekali lagi tepuk tangan untuk eArena dan juga Rosemary dari Alter Ego Ares.
Alright, thank you very much guys. You may come down to the stage. Thank you so much. Sekali lagi kita berikan tepuk tangan yang meriah untuk juara kita dan juga Rosemary.
Thank you so much, amazing. Happy birthday Rian sekali lagi.
Wow, Donna. Finally, we have our champions and our final MVP, but we still have something more, right?
Yes, because we are gonna see which teams are qualified to EWC, to PUBG Mobile World Cup.
Exactly. So stay tuned with us because we're gonna give it our stage back to our casters.
Yes.
I'm so giddy right now. Okay, before anything else, I think everybody knows by now regarding the standings, because that happened with the smash rule just now. Thanks to eArena, you guys can say whatever. This is my take. Just hear me out, guys. Isn't this going to be the most interesting Southeast Asia representative ever? Because it's not the same representative we had before. It's a new name, new game, new lineup, and new teams that represent Southeast Asia. Maybe this is what our region need as rep this season for EWC. That may change for their overall gameplay right now.
Yeah, we could use a refresh, right? We could use a refresh. So eArena, first time. Well, Ravenclaw, the coach, not his first time. He won 2 PMWIs before this. But for the rest of them, it's going to be the first time representing the Southeast Asia region at one of the biggest stages of PUBG Mobile Esports.
Yeah, and also when it comes to, I think everybody knows by now, Team Secret made it through. Some of you guys saying it, hey, they got a third place. Imagine if they actually perform. We've seen all the other teams, Xaviers, Vampires. Okay, Alter Ego, we've seen them perform and Boom as well when it comes to world stage. But we've never seen this team perform. What if they can actually do better than the teams that represent Southeast Asia before? What if? Because they never get the opportunity, that's it, right?
Yeah, the Cinderella story of Team Secret, right? Who knows? Because they were on a superb rise. Like, day one, they were like, oh no, Team Secret. Nobody would have thought Team Secret. Nobody, right? Let's be honest. Touch our heart, nobody thought Team Secret. But here is the confirmation. Your Esports World Cup representatives, eArena, Alter Ego, Team Secret.
Oh man, and we have to give credit. Team Secret fought their way to survive till the top 4 until it was like a 1v1 between these two teams, eArena and Team Secret. You might say, hey, they use it for something else, but they fought their way. They made such progress and growth the entire season, and we saw it in the grand finals. So don't take that credit away. They fought and survived and fought against eArena. Give them some credit. And for Alter Ego, I love that last picture just now because 30k was actually one of the highest eliminators out there too. So we have top 2 eliminators joining in for EWC. One is Rosemary, another one is eArena 30k. That's the second place, Cloud.
But for the first time at this stage, a mid-season stage at an international level, Vampire Esports is going to miss out on it for the first time. Oh well, but it is a hard-fought fight here. Teams on second page, I guess this conversation will continue until the next season. BTR. Oh man, lots of expectations, but yeah.
But still, we have to thank all the teams that are participating this time, including Roy, GLU, Vikings, BTR, Sam9, Claw, VOIN, Donkey, FaZe, all the first page team as well. There's so many and plenty of them, including Vampires, DAY3, CelcomDigi Alliance, Boom Esports, TALON, Claw, VOIN, Donkey ID. All of them has been... This is one of the best season, and this first time Smash Roll, and it's in action halfway through, Cloud. The first time ever.
Oh, absolutely right. First time ever that the Smash rule is implemented in a championship, and it's Smash by eArena, and first time eArena getting the champion. First time for all the players getting the champion. Well, it's not the first time for Ravenclaw, but you get the gist, right, ladies and gentlemen. Nevertheless, it is going to be us at the caster's desk closing this show, but we'll be passing back to the host. Thank you so much to everyone for watching throughout the entire season. We hope to see you again in the future for more PUBG Mobile action. But stay tuned for the final segment from our host. My name is Cloud. Together with Choo Choo, we thank you all
guys.
for being together with us. Love you all.
Bye.
All right, now we are proudly present the team who fought hard as the representative, of course, as Southeast Asia at EWC.
And Riyadh, of course.
Of course, for the PUBG Mobile World Cup 2025.
Yes. And please welcome our second runner-up and one of our Southeast Asia representative, Team Secret. Team Secret sebagai second runner-up kita atau #3 berhasil untuk mengambil tiket menuju ke arah PUBG Mobile World Cup di Esports World Cup.
Saat ini kita tengah menyaksikan mereka tengah menandatangani secara simbolis joint check yang menandakan bahwa mereka adalah resmi sebagai runner-up yang akan menjadi representatif dari Southeast Asia. Posisi ketiga, Team Secret.
Frank6, Zeus, GK, and Frankie, congratulations on securing the spot at EWC.
Next, the runner-up who will carry our hopes on the world stage. Please welcome Alter Ego Ares. Menempati posisi kedua tentunya. Membawa nama Indonesia juga. Mewakili Southeast Asia di EWC Riyadh. Alter Ego Ares. Ini dia wajah-wajah dari teman-teman Alter Ego ya, yang menjadi peringkat kedua pastinya, Don.
Ini dia Indo Pride kita, jagoan Indonesia yang nanti akan berlaga di PUBG Mobile World Cup. Congratulations, Alter Ego. And finally, let's welcome eArena back to the center stage for the first seat to PMWC.
Sekali lagi kita mengundang tentunya kepada eArena untuk boleh menandatangani tentunya plakat yang akan diberikan secara simbolis untuk memantapkan posisi mereka di peringkat yang pertama juga, yang nantinya akan bertanding dan berlaga di PMWC.
please, eArena, come back on the stage to join the other two teams who's gonna represent Southeast Asia at PMWC.
Once again, this is our 3 representative from Southeast Asia to go to EWC Riyadh for PUBG Mobile World Cup 2025.
And let's have one final photo to capture this unforgettable moment for Team Secret, Alter Ego Aris, and also eArena.
Sekali lagi kami persilakan tentunya kepada rekan-rekan media untuk boleh mengabadikan momen ini. Inilah ketiga tim yang akan mewakili Southeast Asia nantinya di Riyadh untuk PUBG Mobile World Cup 2025. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Once again,
For all
congratulations.
of those of you, congratulations. Good luck. Have fun. And please bring PWC trophy to Southeast Asia, of course.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for all of you who joining us. That wraps up this incredible season. We'll see you again in the next season. Terima kasih teman-teman semuanya.
Terima kasih semuanya.
Udah lengkap banget ya semua di sini.
Betul.
Ada BIGETRON, ada Sobat Hungry Beast, Sobat VOIN Dagi ID, GLUBLUG, thank you so much.
Blue Squad, Alter Champs juga terima kasih. TALON.
Semuanya di sini, thank you so much.
And once more, let's make some noise for your 2025 PMSL Southeast Asia Summer Champion, eArena!
Thank you so much, everyone. See you
Goodbye.
again next season.
Yeah!